What's going on, folks? TJ Lauerman, aka That Sports Gamer here. We are back with another episode of Bullpen Banter. As always, I'm joined by my associate, none other than Millennium OS.
What's going on, guys?
Chris, how's it going?
Can't complain, obviously. Building up the squad for Diamond Dynasty, getting some of that XP, trying to get to that 99 pool holes.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that. I can complain. May I complain?
Sure.
So, back in the day, there was this flashback Madison Bumgarner card.
Right.
I don't know if you've heard about this.
I have the rookie flashback, correct?
Yep, the 2010 Madison Bumgarner card.
Okay.
I had this card for a long time. Never used it. Saw a couple of weeks ago, probably, maybe like 2 months now? Maybe a month?
Right.
So he was going for like 12 grand and just sitting on my bench. I was like, let me make some coins over here. Get rid of this.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It took me forever to sell him for 12 grand. Like, nobody wanted to buy him for 12 grand. Then I see a tweet.
Why would they?
I know he's all right. Nothing really great. Got some good stamina, some good ratings. Nothing in the 80s. A bunch of 70s, a couple high 70s. So yeah, sold this card. And I was like, all right, cool. Never have to think about this card again. Then I see a tweet from one Nicholas Livingston. I believe is his name. I'm going to pull it.
Just Nick? I don't know that it's Nicholas.
Let's
Let's go with Nick.
I'm going to go with Nicholas. The patron saint of MLB The Show. St. Nicholas, I would like to call him. He had a tweet on August 11th. If you have or know someone who has the rookie Madison Bumgarner card that was leaked in a pack a while ago, check your missions. So then I was like, wait, there was a rookie Madison Bumgarner card that wasn't supposed to be out there?
Right.
And I was like, hey, I have a rookie Madison Bumgarner rookie card. And then I realized I had sold it. And now that Bumgarner can go to the nice Bumgarner. And I'm kind of upset now.
So now, the rookie Bumgarner, as of this weekend, has a mission to get to the, I think it's a postseason flashback Bumgarner? Or is it the...
I'm going to assume it's that postseason one, that 99 overall.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, it definitely goes to the 99. I just didn't know if it was a postseason or an actual regular flashback.
Fairly positive. You know what? I can find out right now.
And that flashback, that 99 flashback is, while the K number isn't great, it is a really, really good card. When you get 99 hits over 9 and 99 BB over 9 on any card, especially a starting pitcher with high stamina, it's pretty good.
Yeah, 49 power versus righties, 47 power versus lefties. Just saying.
And he's a 5-pitch guy. You know, your normal fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. I have the live series Bumgarner. I believe a bunch of people do at this point.
Yep, me too.
Everyone that knows him, he's got really good pitches. His slider and curveball go well together. His 4-seam, 2-seam go well together. So,
yeah,
that's a good card.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very upset that I don't have him. I am 16-7 with the live Bumgarner.
Nice.
102 whip.
Actually, Bumgarner is in my current rotation.
Yep.
Even through the rebuild, Bumgarner has kept there with a couple other decent guys. So,
yeah. Oh, speaking of rotation, I did pick up a new player. That would be none other than the one and only Max Scherzer.
Oh, did you? He is one of the other ones in my rotation. Yeah. He is the only gentleman in my rotation starting pitcher that does not have a 2-seam or a cutter.
Yeah, I do kind of wish he had one more pitch. Maybe a 2-seam. Maybe the sinker that he used to have in previous years. But no, he doesn't.
But the thing that I like with him, though, is that his changeup off of his 4-seam and slider with his pitching animation is extremely has a lot of deception built into it. So that's the one reason I keep him around, because he's got a high K over 9 to go along with the high hits over 9. The only reason he's a 94 and not like a 95, 96 is because his home runs over 9 is so low.
Which we know
doesn't affect gameplay.
Exactly.
He's got a high clutch number, which helps him with runners in scoring position. So there you go.
But much like real life, I've had huge problems with him letting up home runs.
I think I can't think about if it was him that I had the issue with or when I was using Jimenez. One of the two of them was giving me home run issues. Now, granted, they were 1-run home runs. They were solo home runs. Didn't have to worry about, with runners on base. But since then, yeah, he's my 4 starter, right above Lester, right underneath Bumgarner. So
someone else I just picked up also, but now I'm trying to flip him because I bought him too soon in the cycle. Was a flashback Daniel Hudson.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Did not realize he had just come out.
Right, so you probably paid a premium for a pitcher that is probably not worth the money that you paid for him.
Yeah, I paid like seven something for him. So I'm going to try to sell him because you can get like 9,600 for him right now. So I'm going to try to sell him and then try to buy him back in a couple days, a little cheaper. I think I like about him the Vulcan change.
Yes, a pitch not many people get to see, a lot like the circle change.
Yeah, so I think he will be a nice guy to add to my rotation. He's a 90 overall, so what he's going to do for me is he's going to replace the...
Oh, you mean Ian Kennedy, not the
Ian
Daniel
Kennedy.
Hudson, right?
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
Daniel Hudson is he a middle reliever in this game now?
I believe so. At the live series as at that point.
Yeah, you're correct. So yeah, he's gonna replace. I don't know if he's gonna replace DeGrom. No, I guess DeGrom would stay there. He's gonna replace like Blyleven, Jack Morris, Corey Kluber area of starters for me.
Yeah, the Gaylord Perry, Jack Morris, Burt Blyleven, we've already discussed. The pitch mix, while they're good, they're really good at like one thing, and that's it. And if that one thing fails you, you're done for the game. You're into your bullpen for the rest of the game. So you definitely want to have somebody that you can rely on for more than 1 or 2 pitches. You want to have mostly at least 3+ pitches to work with, and you want to be able to use at least 2 strategies with a pitcher. Mm-hmm. So,
So, you been doing anything crazy in the show recently?
Not really. Picked up the Jonathan Papelbon that you already had from the Red Sox.
95.
The 95 Papelbon, which I didn't think I was gonna like. But his splitter and slider combination make me like him, pitching with him a lot more than I thought I was. Mm-hmm. I've been actually playing a lot of online head-to-head Diamond Dynasty. I'm up to like a 1650 right now for rating. So, nice. Yeah, and just kind of rebuilt my bullpen around. I was having fun with it because I built a lineup that's pretty much 70+ discipline while I'm grinding for pull holes. Mm-hmm. So, in the meantime, I built a bullpen with Drew Smiley, who I love because of the 2-seam cutter combination. I picked up the flashback K-Rod. I picked up what I think might be one of the better right-handed relievers in the game for me, and that was the flashback 92 Fernando Rodney.
Nice. He's got the circle change, right? Or he's got a circle
change. Yeah. Oh, no, you're right. He's got a 96 mile-an-hour 2-seamer, 96 mile-an-hour 4-seamer, an 86 mile-an-hour circle, and an 86 mile-an-hour slider. Now, normally, what's the rule for pitchers when we talk about speeds?
We want 4 levels of speed.
Yeah. This, unfortunately, you get 2, but his 2-seamer circle change combination is so good.
Yeah, coming out of the hand, you're going to have no idea which one it is.
Exactly. And he's got a funky windup. And the other thing that I've really worked on specifically because of pitchers like him, and I also picked up the flashback Jason Mott, which we'll talk about just real quickly in 1 second. Mm-hmm. I've learned to go back to pitching inside. I think you saw a tweet that I said not too long ago, a couple days ago.
Yeah.
That said, the only real pro tip, I'm not great head-to-head. I think we've already established I'm not the best online player. But what makes up for me is relearning how to pitch the inside corner, either lefty versus righty or righty versus lefty. Right. And being able to jam guys. And even, like I said, righties if you have a good 2-seamer against other righties. But that notwithstanding, you can throw 4-seam fastballs on the very inside corner and even off the corner, and I see so many people swing at them, thinking they're going to hit this bomb to left field and jamming it on a pop up to third base. And then once you get people so concerned with that inside corner, with your your fastball, your cutter, or even just then you start throwing your two seamer where it drags back over the inside corner of the plate,
Mhm.
and then they're wide open to the outside off speed, which I love. So,
Yeah, I also bolstered my bullpen. I picked up Andrew Miller and Aroldis Chapman over the last couple of days. I just so I had more lefties. I felt like I was always I would have Zach Britton, and he was kind of my only lefty.
yeah,
They would keep wanting to throw Tony Watson in there. I just feel like he's not really that effective. So yeah, I picked up those guys. As you can see, if you're looking at my screen, I have like a all Indians team right now,
right.
trying to grind out those innings. I think I have. I'm close, real close. I forget what it is. Also, got a little crazy. Packed a rookie Tulo buying a 20-pack bundle.
I saw that probably, and you know what? It's not even probably the best shortstop in the game is that prime Tulowitzki. So when I saw that and didn't realize you had done it, I was super excited for you because that's a huge pull.
Yeah, 152 innings from the Indians being done.
Oh, so you're like 2 games.
You're done. Is that the other Gaylord Perry?
I think so.
I kind of want to try that. I've realized that I'm pretty good at that one Gaylord Perry, so I wonder if I will be better with a better ranked one.
Right.
I don't know if that's true. But I too have been working on the new Captain Store, which we can talk about real quick. They've added levels ranks 40 and 50 into the Captain Store, and the main guys are, I think, the two that stand out most right now in the David Ortiz store is a Ted Williams. That's a 99 overall, kind of nasty looking card.
Yep.
99 contact versus righties, 99 power versus righties, 92 contact versus lefties, 71 power versus versus lefties. It's a pretty nuts card. That's the one I am slowly but surely working my way up to. And the one you are working on is
in the Rizzo store, the Albert Pujols, which may be the best pure hitting player in the game. He's 94 contact versus righties, 99 contact versus lefties, 94 power versus righties, 97 power versus lefties, 96 vision, which during this discipline grind that I've been doing, I've been using Ozzie Smith as my shortstop. And I'm starting to realize just how important vision is.
Especially online, it's super frustrating when you face someone with high vision.
Right, because you just sit there and you keep throwing pitch after pitch. Eventually, online players make mistakes. And I've noticed that a lot with them, either with the meter or a lot of people are, getting used to the analog meter. Whatever they're doing, they make mistakes, and I always see something come across like the middle of the plate, or they throw a fastball, they want to try to go high, and it kind of drifts out towards the middle a little bit. So
yeah, it gets real frustrating,
right,
facing guys like that.
And the best part about this card, I know it's at first base, which is kind of strong in the game for hitting, but he's at 86 fielding as well at first base, which for me is great. Because that's, that validates his bat with a glove as well. So I'm all about that.
Yeah, I like the Pujols. The only thing is I'm going with the Ted Williams because he has a little bit more flexibility, being that he can play either outfield position.
Right.
And Pujols, you're kind of locked in at first. Obviously, you're going to play him because he's amazing.
Right.
But I like that Williams gives you a little bit more flexibility out there. Question from the chat is from Shutty43. He wants to know, you say Tulo is the best shortstop in the game. Is that including over the A-Rod?
Yes. I think Tulo is better than the A-Rod. Not by much. I like the Tulo better due to the fielding. The fielding is definite upgrade. The Tulo has higher vision by just a little bit. He has a 99 contact versus lefties, whereas A-Rod's more about the power. Mm-hmm. The one place A-Rod does have a huge advantage is the speed. He's a huge stolen base threat. But I like Tulo's defense, and that little extra contact for me puts him over the Seattle A-Rod. Just for me. I think so Matt Foley in the chat says you can never even attempt a dive with Tulo. I haven't experienced that, so I don't have the Tulo. Maybe you'll figure that out as it goes.
Yeah,
TJ.
Yeah, he's only got 50 durability, so I can see that ending up being a problem, but we'll just have to kind of wait and see on that one.
Right.
I feel like offensively he's more Tulo's more. I was gonna say he's more in line with the Texas one, but no, he's there. He's right there with the Seattle one.
Yeah, the Texas one has much lower contact than either the Seattle A-Rod or the Tulowitzki.
Yeah, the nice thing about the A-Rod is that he's got speed. Well, more speed, 88 speed and
81 stealing. Oh yeah, he absolutely can. He absolutely can just steal bases, whenever he wants. So,
yeah. Shutty 43 says Pujols could possibly play third, but it would be a risk. Yeah, I've been really timid about playing guys super out of position.
Yeah, I'm you know me, I'm completely out of position. I will not do it. I can't do it because the first error that goes there, I just flip out. It's like there's no reason for this. So,
oh, you can't. That Pujols is not in the store. I did not realize that.
No. Yeah, you have to go either into the inventory or to the captain sort of see it because it's not a sellable card.
Yeah. The Pujols is 86 fielding at first base. I don't know what the hit is, what the percentage hit is moving up to third. So I guess it would be 20% off of that and then maybe more, right?
Right.
Because it's 5% if it's secondary, 20% if it's not.
Well, it's 40%. It's 40% on the non, I thought. I thought it was 40, not 20.
I thought it was 20, but maybe I'm wrong.
I thought
it was 5. You get a 5% hit on a secondary position,
right?
And then, no matter what, it's another 20% off if it's nothing. But then there was like flexibility between if it was like if your second baseman's moving a short, or if your shortstop's moving a third. But then if you're like catcher's moving to center field, I thought that's when it was like the huge hit.
I'll look into it exactly. I thought it was 40% off the bat. And then you get a little bit of that taken off if it's like short to second or something like that. So, and someone mentioned about Miggy playing third base in the chat. If you're talking about live series Miggy, he's got third base as a secondary, so 5% of that 77, he's still above 70. So that's not where and Shutty, I know that's not what you meant, but kind of what we're talking about is that moving him would be completely out of position for Pujols.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which is weird that they don't have. Remember, he played like left field that one year and some third. Did he play third? I know he played left.
Actually, one of Pujols' flashbacks, I believe, can play third base. If you go to his Cardinals was it his Cardinals flashback? I thought there was a flashback.
Should be a rookie flashback, right?
Yeah, let me see here. I'm in the Cardinals.
Yeah, the Cardinals rookie flashback has third base as a primary and left field as a secondary.
Right. There you go. So that one actually can play. Actually,
kind of a beast card. For a third
definitely, definitely.
Is he like the best third base card?
No, I would say that goes to. Oh, I just had it in my head.
Schmidt or Cabrera.
Actually, there's the flashback Miggy for the Tigers is a third baseman.
Yeah, he's got a little more contact versus lefties, but Pujols has better fielding. It's trade-off.
The flashback Miggy?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I'm looking at it right now. Flashback Miggy has.
You're right.
He's got 99 contact versus lefties. First off, this card is ridiculous.
Yes.
But yeah, the Pujols has only 71 contact versus lefty.
Yep, gotcha.
Which is weird. You would think he would have higher,
But yeah, so in my estimation, I like the Cabrera better, even though the Pujols has better defense, specifically because of that contact versus lefties. Because I'm paying for a 95 plus card, I don't want to have to worry about platooning it in any way. And when you get up into the CS, the Championship Series, when it moves up to Hall of Fame, I don't know that 70 contact is going to do it.
Yeah, but you still got 99 power or 94 power.
I agree.
I feel like With 94 power and 82 vision, I think you're still going to be fine.
I mean, looking at this, 98 contact, 99 contact, 96 power, 99. I mean, that's pretty insane for that Mickey.
But he's taking hits on speed. He's taking hits on fielding. He's taking hits on reaction. You know what that is? This is the same problem we have at first baseman.
Yeah, you and I actually flipped on this for this Miggy card. Is that I would rather have this Miggy card than anything else.
Don't get me wrong. Well, you know what I would rather have? I would rather have, like, in semi-affordability, I would rather have the Pujols at first. And is there not a Miguel Cabrera? I mean, I would almost rather have the Cabrera live card play first.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no, like, real beast first baseman that you can go out and get.
I mean, Pujols.
Well, yeah, but that one you can't buy.
What about let's talk since we're talking about speed and contact and all this other. What about Mike Schmidt?
What about him?
What would you say to Mike Schmidt over the two of them? Solely based on two things. The fact that he has 95, 97 for his power, even though you're looking at 59, 82 for his contact.
And 62 vision, so that's not going to help you a ton out there.
So, yep, 57 speed, so he's not a slug. But the fielding stats are all above 90.
Fielding stats are legit, I'm not going to lie. I don't know. That 59 contact scares me. Especially with 60. If we're talking about at a championship level,
right?
I don't think Mike Schmidt plays.
Wow, you don't think Mike Schmidt plays over?
Okay, here's my. Can I rephrase my question?
Sure.
Are we building the team? Who is this? Is this the guy? This is the guy on the team. This is the guy.
Schmidt the guy? No,
this is a guy. This is a guy.
Schmidt's number two. Schmidt's number two. If you had one other superstar you could put on the team,
then I'll take Schmidt. If Schmidt is the guy, no,
okay.
Can't do it.
Yeah, my thing with Schmidt is he can play back and legitimately never have to worry about a bunt again.
Yeah, this Schmidt's not hitting 4-4. He might hit. He might hit 4-4. I'd want him to. No, I don't think so.
Right.
I would rather have. I'd rather have Pujols or Cabrera, I think, in that situation.
Right. Well, I'm okay with that. I'd be.
I feel like those guys could be the guy. These guys could be your 4 guy, and you don't have to worry. I don't know. Toss up. If you have them all, you're way happy, right?
I mean, you got to catch them all, right?
Sounds like a plan. Yeah. So you get that Pujols, so you put him at first. You get this Cabrera, you put him at third. It works. You get them both. Put Pujols at halves. He's the left field, right? Well, you can get all 3. You can put Schmidt at first, Cabrera at third, Pujols in left. Okay. How's that sound?
I'm all in for that.
That's a $400. That's like a $480,000 or $480,000 stub play.
I'm all in.
Okay.
I'll have next week.
All right. Let's talk about the recent roster update. How's that sound?
Go for it.
This week we got some new cards, some that I didn't realize, like the Ian Kennedy.
You didn't realize that?
Oh, I think mine is the low one. So if you guys want to help me out and buy the Ian Kennedy that's at 96.45, that'll help me out.
I'm on it. I'm on it, guys.
I mean, if you did, that'd be huge. I'm not gonna lie.
So, second question here. Let's look at this roster update.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Why is everybody hating on Bryce Harper?
Because Bryce Harper is not playing well right now, and half of it is that players won't pitch to him anymore.
True.
But half of it is he's legitimately not hitting well when they do.
True.
So it's unfortunate, but
I feel like he deserves a little more leeway than he's getting.
I don't know, because he's never been like, he's always been power first during his career. I mean, don't get me wrong, he hits for contact, but it's always been the power comes first, the contact comes after that. Never been a high vision guy, has always had his fair number of strikeouts. He's good defensively, those numbers haven't changed. He's got speed, doesn't really steal, although in his last update, they did up his steal number from like 20 to 33. He still has the power numbers, they're not as elite, but he's not hitting elite right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all it is.
Yeah, in real life, I don't disagree.
So what you're saying is that in the show,
I think
he should get more leeway due to his history.
Yeah. I feel like he is, they say, oh, this is built on 3 years of data that we've been collecting and
remember, it's weighted more. Even though it's 3 years, it's weighted more to this year. Yeah, there is weight to this year.
Right, but he's been a beast for 2 years. Right?
Since June 1st, he's hitting 228. He's got a 340 OBP, 247 BABIP, and 7 home runs in 55 games, which is 241 plate appearances.
So it's like Mark Teixeira's whole season. He's done.
Yeah.
He's done better than Mark Teixeira since June 1st. And I'm talking about Mark Teixeira's whole year.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, though, is so in 241 plate appearances, he's got 35 walks, which is something that we know he's going to get. He's going to get some of the most walks in the league. That's why his OBP is so high. His OPS for Bryce Harper is 707 right now. That's not Bryce Harper. That's not 90s. That's high 80s. That's low gold.
All right, we can do that. And then I'll go pick him up and
he's slugging 366.
Hey, man. Just like A-Rod, man, you can't expect him to put up numbers when he's not getting at bats.
I mean, this is not like this has been since June 1st. When you include May, he's slugging 365. He's got a 732 OBP. This is his entire year. This has not been this has been constant.
Yeah, he was all right in the beginning.
Well, and like the problem is
that Cubs thing screwed him up real bad.
Well, yeah, I think the problem is that everybody, like I said, when you don't get pitches, you don't see pitches, you don't get that repetition.
Mm-hmm.
Then
unless you're Barry Bonds,
right? Unless you're Barry Bonds is a freak.
Yeah.
So,
freak of nature?
Freak mark? Yeah, maybe.
Discuss that later.
Asterisk.
Can we talk about 2 guys that I love? And by 2, I mean 1.
Go for it.
Mookie Betts, folks. 92 overall. Yep. Keeps on creeping.
Looks real good at second base, doesn't he?
Love him. 85 contact versus righties. That didn't change. What he got was more power versus righties, more power versus lefties.
Right.
More vision. Lost a little bit of discipline. Does discipline matter? No, right?
No. Well, I mean, for check swings.
Cool. Got more fielding, so if you do play him at second, you're not losing as much.
Yeah, and that reaction time, too. As an infielder, the reaction time plays high, too.
Yep. And he's got a bump in his steal. So if you do the auto steal, that's good.
He's 4-tool. Yeah. He's a 4-tool, legit 4-tool player. Like, not like just, hey, here's the 4 tools. He's pretty good.
Which tool are you not giving him?
The arm. He doesn't have the arm.
Good call. All right, I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, so that's the only tool that I can see it doesn't have. So,
which is why it's okay. You can hide him at second.
Well, yeah, exactly. You can put him at second. You're gonna lose a couple of double plays. Some of the harder double plays, not the easy ones.
Yeah, but I've actually noticed that a lot when you're trying to turn it, especially with the meter.
Right.
It gets real questionable sometimes.
Yep, and that's where and if you want to test that, you don't believe that arm affects those double plays. Put Jonathan Scope at second base for 1 game. He's got a 90 arm strength. You will see the difference. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, love Mookie Betts. Very happy that he's finally getting some of these upgrades that he deserves. Plus, he's playing.
Shutty, I want to answer you, by the way, in the chat.
Go ahead.
I want to answer about the FedEx delivers Madden, but we'll talk about that later.
Sure.
Like offline.
All right.
Maybe post show.
With Mookie Betts' inside edge right now, he's getting +9 to all his stats, making him a 97 overall.
Oh my god!
I play him in center, and I don't hate it.
He's got the speed. He's got the speed and reaction time.
He's like a way better Kenny Lofton. Kenny Lofton's got no arm.
Absolutely.
So he can track the balls down. The only problem you're gonna have is his plays at the plate.
Right, exactly. And if that's the case, you use your tool with your high arm strength, and you do the relay.
Got to hit that cutoff, man.
Exactly.
Who else we got getting? We got a new Jake Peavy card.
I want that card.
I kind of want it.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
Do the pitch mix, the cut circle change.
You got.
I love that.
Yeah, you got things moving every direction. You're hitting low 90s. You're hitting high 80s. You're hitting low 80s. You're hitting mid 70s.
Look at that curveball. Yeah, that 76 mile an hour curveball is beastly.
Dude, 90 break, 90 control on your slider.
Does anyone know, is that a mission card or is that specifically just a prime flashback? There's no mission for it.
I believe it's just. I don't believe there was
I didn't see a
one that came
rookie.
out.
That's why I was asking. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe anything else. Ooh, there's Rob.
Matt Foley in the chat. When you say throws too slow, are you talking about the PV? If you're talking about the PV, dude, might go for TJ, but if you're above 90, I'm good. Like I said, Jared Weaver is an exception for me. I will throw him in there, but like if you can throw 92 and then drop off to 76, the problem is too many people get used to that 96 mile an hour fastball and start to rely on it. I've watched Chesty play, Chesty's Ghost, who is one of the top players. I've watched Pitching Rebel. It's not about speed for them. It's not about the fire for them. It's about placement, movement, and fooling people and deception. That's what you got to start learning. And if you learn that, you are going to climb the ranks so much faster than relying on a 96 mile an hour fastball up high all the time. Because those guys will destroy that high fastball.
Yeah, and he's got this PV's got 4 different speeds, and the two pitches that are the same speed both break opposite ways. So it's gonna be nasty. I've been seeing the price coming down, so I'm pretty pumped about this card.
Yeah, if that gets down, if the buy gets down around 30, I'm in.
Much like that Chase Utley card that came out at his launch price, not really worth it. As that Chase Utley continues to drop, I think he becomes a more valuable card.
Yeah, he is sitting at 31 right now. 31's buy, 38 sell. His power versus lefty. I mean, no, you know what? I take that back.
But I mean, compared to like Flashback Cano.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He's going to be way
Flashback Cano's at 42, and they're pretty much the same stats, except Cano's got a little more.
He's got a little more contact versus right, and he's got a little more contact, but he's got a little more power.
Right. Yeah, but 87, 86 is playable, and 77, 58 I think is better than the Cano against lefties.
Yeah.
So actually, it's about even. So Cano's got more vision,
and actually, Utley's got more speed and steal.
Yeah, I would say Utley can steal a base for you, even though it's 60 speed. That 80 stealing for the auto steals. Yeah, I'd be okay with Utley if he come down below 30. I still think the Cano is way overpriced considering his live series is so close to it.
Yep. Speaking of live series cards, Daniel Murphy card is fire. Can we talk about that for a half a second?
You like the Daniel Murphy card? Yeah.
I'm raking with him. What's he got, like 99 vision out the box? 92? Jesus. He's not. I feel like he should be hitting more home runs. I feel like he needs a power boost a little bit. 74 power. What's he got? Like 27 home runs? Does that seem like a 74 power guy?
I'm okay with 74 power because of the contact he has. But that in all of his powers against righties anyway. I think that's true in real life as well.
Yeah, I just feel like I've been hitting a lot of balls into gaps that aren't going out, or just a ton of singles like right up the middle. Which I mean is perfect for where I play him in my lineup. That's perfect.
Yeah, he's got 22 home runs right now. So
he's hitting 348.
Yeah, no, his
slugging 616.
Yeah, so. I'm good with a lot of that. Well, like what he has there with that contact and that vision, and even the clutch, makes him a lot of alley power. So I think that'd be fine. Yeah. And even though his defense isn't great, he can play first and third for you.
Yeah, he gets it done. The card gets it done. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's go back. What else? Ryan Braun gets a little bump. New Catfish Hunter card. Is that Catfish Hunter card any good?
I've not heard anything about it yet. I think people kind of stay away from it early because of the cost.
Yeah.
But I mean, four seam slider, curveball change.
Low
nothing really.
What does K per 9 govern?
What kind of contact you make outside the PCI
for a pitcher?
Yeah.
Oh, right. It goes against
the batter. Yeah, against the batter. So I mean, he's definitely a pitch to contact guy.
Only 47 Ks per 9, which
right.
I feel like that's
I mean, his boosting comes from the fact that he got an 82 BB9, 78 hits per 9 is not great. I don't know where he gets the 92 from, outside of maybe the fact that he's a 99 stamina.
Yeah, 90 clutch is nice, but
I mean, nothing
jumps jumps off the page for me.
Yeah, nothing. It's
Can I really buy
okay.
50 stubs?
I mean, speaking of pitchers that don't really jump off the page, we talked about this earlier, but I want to bring this up from the Captain Store. Did you take a look at the Granky?
I did
By any
not.
chance?
Should I pull that up? Is that what you're saying?
It hurts me what they did to Zach Greinke. I'm sorry I didn't bring this up during the Captain Store real quick, but the man is a 98 overall with a 90. You know what? It has to be the stamina. It has to be the stamina that's keeping him up because 97 stamina, but 72 hits over 9, 77 K over 9, and 77 home runs over 9. I mean, and 75 BB over 9. I just don't get it. I don't understand. That's not a great card.
Yeah.
He's definitely not 480, 50 or 48, 50 tickets and 50 levels against in a Hosmer store.
Well, this is his rookie.
Is it a rookie flashback? Yeah, it must be because he's 25.
So I wonder if there's a prime one on the way, but it would also have to be a 99.
I mean, he's a 98 on his rookie card, so
yeah,
I don't know.
it's weird. Just seems weird. That's why I feel like there's got to be a 99 that's like way better than this coming. But we'll see.
Yep. And then going back to what you said, like with the updates, the Catfish is nothing great. You like the Ian Kennedy? There was a couple other like they released a Chris Young and a closing pitcher Feliz. The Young is just okay. It's great hits over 9 numbers, but doesn't have the pitches to pitch to contact.
I'm talking Chris Young.
So, he is 85 overall. So he's got, like I said, great hits over 9 numbers. But the problem is when you get to that, he's got a 4-seam slider, change, and curve. That's not pitch to contact.
I feel like that's like I hate that combination.
Exactly.
It's like,
it's so normal. It's just so generic. But the problem is when you're doing pitch to contact, you need a 2-seamer, you need a cutter, you need something to move the fastball just a couple miles an hour so the guy rolls over it.
And only 48 walks per 9. That's not going to help.
Yeah, no, I mean you can't. So you're telling me you're going to lower the PCI and then not be able to control the pitch goes?
Yeah. I don't know why I could not control Johnny Cueto's pitches and got rid of him.
Now
I don't know why that happened, but just
conversely, the Neftali Feliz closing pitcher flashback. That card looks like hot fire.
This looks pretty beastly, specifically because you're throwing 96, 87, and 79.
Exactly.
That's
You throw that curveball with an 80 break, and he's 80 miles an hour off a 96 fastball, which we know will get up to 98, 99. I'm pretty sure Paul Sporer has already and enjoys it very much so.
And it's cheap.
Yeah, dude. That's the best thing about these bullpen arms. The bullpen arms, we always talk about you can't look at overalls. Bullpen is the number one biggest offender of this. You cannot look at overalls in your bullpen because you have very specific things. Like him, like Neftali Feliz, fastball, curveball, big break on the curveball, big fire fastball, high hits over 9. It doesn't matter what the rest of his stuff is. I don't know why he's an 85.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait a couple days. I'm gonna pick this up.
Yeah, you are because
it's cheap now. Like I would consider going and getting it right now.
Yeah.
But wait a couple days, it'll drop a little more. Well, wait till next weekend.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yep. Wait till Friday.
It'll drop next, and then I kind of want to like sticky this on my computer.
Yeah. Go get you a sticky note. Keep an eye on Neftali Feliz. If the buy now gets down to like that 4,000 mark,
it's gonna be like 3,800. That's like a steal.
Go get you a Neftali Feliz.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to hit on? Aaron Sanchez got +7. Did he come from the bullpen, or are we still messing around with him?
Yeah. Sanchez went back from the bullpen to the starting position.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So there's been a couple of guys that do that.
He's
Grandal got a big live series. Grandal got a big jump.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's been a monster this year at the plate.
I feel like I still rather have a flashback and platoon him. Cargo is starting to go back up. McCutcheon's continuing to go down. Nothing really jumps out at me. I'd like to pick up this Rob Segedin because he went to the same high school as me.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a rookie Hellickson, which I mean, now and that's the other thing is now everyone's going, well, what rookie card might get a mission? Don't start thinking about that. They admitted that they made a mistake with the Bumgarner getting out there. Don't think that every rookie has a mission now.
Yeah, thanks.
Besides Jeremy Helkson, what flashback are you going to get at him?
Should have told me about that because then I would not have sold him.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't think they knew at the time. So
Andrew Benintendi, he's supposed to be good, right?
He is one of Boston's top prospects that just got called up. Yeah.
Decent contact, 63 and 54.
Yep.
Decent fielding.
We'll talk about him tonight, I think.
Don't hate him. Zimmerman got pooped on.
Yeah, there really isn't much else. I mean, a bunch of rookies that got called up. See, this is that time of year where you're going to start seeing rookies getting thrown into the game, especially come early September. Yeah, if you have collections you're trying to do, get them done before early September because you're going to start seeing the 40-man get filled up with rookies that got called up. Ooh, so be careful of that.
You know who got slapped in this roster update?
I'm going to guess you're going to say... Go ahead. I want to hear you say it.
Jose Bautista.
Yep. Got a big knock. Yep.
He took a 9 hit to his contact versus righties, a 21 hit to his contact versus lefties.
Yep.
And 6 hit to his contact versus or power versus lefties.
That's why I'm really glad I'm almost done the Toronto mission, wow. which ends up giving you the embody ends up giving you the 95 Batista, or maybe not 95, maybe 94, but with the flashback Batista, because this Batista got destroyed.
Yeah, that's not good right now.
Nope, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think that's gonna cover everybody for this. Did anything happen to this cargo? Like, I've been playing him a little bit more. It's more contact. It's more power. A little bit better against lefties. Still not where he was to start the season, but or at least against lefties, he's not as to where he was.
Right. Quick rating.
Doing good against righties.
So 2 questions from the chat that I want to smack on here real quick. Jaco says 90,000 stubs. He looks like a rebuild, but needs a shortstop, first baseman, starting pitcher, and left fielder. Without seeing the rest of your team, Jaco, top of my head, I'd say Brandon Crawford or Francisco Lindor at short.
I was literally going to say Francisco Lindor at short. I've been playing against him, and he plays like he has way more power than he does.
I really like Brandon Crawford as of late. Mm-hmm. I've been using him sometimes. I started doing the Giants grind just to get the flashback Sandoval. He is just one of those guys that hits. I mean, he doesn't have great hitting, but he always seems to be on an inside edge boost. He's a lefty bat, so he's a little better against righties. Right now, he's at a +10 for all his stats. So, okay bat, really great fielding. If you want to go somewhere besides fielding, again, like TJ said, I don't think you can go wrong with Francisco Lindor. Mm-hmm. And it's an investment for the future, so...
And I want to hit on his first base and knock out Shutty's righty bat off the bench for around 5K. Edwin Encarnacion. I don't know how you feel about that. He's got 72 contact versus righties, 96 power versus righties.
My own issue with that is that the fielding is so terrible.
We're just talking about a bench bat. For Shutty, we're talking about a bench bat.
Oh, no, okay, yeah. Bench bat I can deal with.
First base, playing him as your first baseman... Probably not.
Yeah, no.
But if you just want a first baseman that can friggin' mash, Edwin Encarnacion's your guy.
Yeah, if I was you and I had 90,000 for first base, I would go after a guy like Votto or Cabrera. You're going to spend somewhere. Votto right now is only like 23, 24, I think. Mm-hmm. Votto, whereas the Miguel Cabrera is at like 30. So Jacobs is okay. Seager, Carpenter.
Might also go Rizzo.
Dawson. Yeah, Rizzo. I would think Rizzo, but I actually think Votto is a better version of Rizzo at this point. I do like. I mean, fielding wise, they're about equal. Rizzo's got a little more power. Votto's got a little more contact. Rizzo's got a lot more vision. So yeah, Rizzo.
They're a toss up, and they're right in the same price range.
Right. I would actually go go lefty with that with the lineup you're showing me right there. He's got a bunch of lefties in the lineup already. Oh man, dude.
Then that's maybe when you go Miggy.
Yeah, I would probably say Miggy
Or
for you, Jaco.
can I just throw this out there?
Yeah, go for it.
Go work on the Brewers.
Yeah, the Brewers for Prince Fielder.
Get you that. It's a 96, right? So I guess you can't. I would assume you can't buy him.
No, you can't buy him. You can't buy him, buddy.
But he's better than this Prince Fielder, who's a monster.
Right. I would go. I'm okay with that grind for Prince Fielder. If you're looking for now, I would say Miguel Cabrera, the live series. But if you're looking to grind for Prince Fielder. Shortstop, I think we both agree. I think Lindor is probably the play there. Unless you're going to start looking at flashbacks. If you're looking at flashbacks, I mean, the rookie Tulo is way too expensive.
We're talking about a short still?
Yeah.
I think he means he has 90,000 subs. He needs all that.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. Is I'm looking at something like around 30,000 maybe for a shortstop that you don't have to go and do another one.
I mean, that's why I like Lindor.
Yeah, I really like Lindor too.
Xander Gogert's also a great choice. He's gonna be like twice the price, but
and his defense is good. He's got 90 fielding, but 80 arm power.
You know what? His fielding's not as good, but the arm's kind of there now.
Yeah, the Corey Seager. Go ahead.
But but again, he's a lefty. You have a lot of lefties in that lineup.
But for Corey Seager, it doesn't really matter because it's not like he hits righties that much better. He's pretty even.
True.
When it comes to that.
But I mean, if you just want to be more realistic.
Yeah. So I would say Lindor, Seager for shortstop.
Yeah, or Bogaerts if you want to. If when you make your other purchases and you haven't made the shortstop pick, maybe go Bogaerts because he's got really great contact.
Right, and then one other position he needed: a starting pitcher and a left fielder. Starting pitcher, I would.
There's a lot of pretty cheap starting pitching out there.
Yeah,
like in the low 20s and the high teens.
I mean, you go Syndergaard.
That Bumgarner right now is 26.
Yeah, definitely. I would go Bumgarner over Syndergaard.
I do like Syndergaard.
You could go to the live series Strasburg for 16.
Mm-hmm.
I like him a lot, especially if you're a strikeout guy.
If you can handle that Cueto, he's not bad. I can't handle him.
Yeah, the K over 9 kind of pushes. Well, no, he's got a cutter two seamer. If you're a pitch to contact guy, the Cueto's good.
A lot of options.
Yeah,
I kind of want to try this Lester.
Pitcher. I have it. I just got it.
Is he good?
Flashback?
Yeah.
I have not had a chance to use him in live series, but you know me. You and I pitch differently, I think. I think I pitch to contact, whereas you're a strikeout guy, right? Am I wrong at that?
I don't know. Probably.
You have live series Tulo at short? Well, then I would keep live series Tulo at short.
Yeah. That Tulo keeps going down, doesn't he?
No, actually, he's turning around
now that he's hurt. But is he hurt or he's still alive?
He's nursing, but I mean, if you can
still play him. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the other choices we were giving you, with the other choices we were giving him, live Tulo is perfectly acceptable there.
Yeah. And then starting pitcher, like I said, there's so many places you go with that. And left field, oh, man, I want to say Cespedes, but he's so overpriced right now.
Cespedes for the rest of us. I love me on Michael Brantley. He's super cheap.
I'm going to say this, even though I don't like, I'm never a big fielding, or I'm always a big fielding guy, and he's not. I'm going to tell you Ryan Braun is probably one of the better left fielders in the game right now due to his hitting. I love Starling Marte, but his power's down.
Mm-hmm. But he's got that speed.
Down.
Got that speed.
Yeah, he does have the speed.
Kind of got an arm. Plays better defense than Braun. I love Starling Marte. Haven't used him at all this year.
Right. I would say, man, I would say that the flashback cargo is down to 60. You'll buy Tulo again. What do you mean?
Maybe he didn't have the.
Oh, he had live series Tulo. Oh, he had live series Tulo.
Also, Yelich.
Yeah, but Yelich's power against, I'm just not a fan. You know what I'm going to say to you?
I mean, I'm just throwing out suggestions because he's got great contact, but it doesn't have the power. But like a Yelich or a Brantley, I like for super cheap, and then you can go and blow out the rest of those stubs on that position. Like a Brantley and Yelich are not going to hurt you.
I'm going to tell you, you should spend 47,000 stubs on Carlos Gonzalez. On the rookie Carlos Gonzalez, use 30 on Miguel, and then piece your starting pitcher and your shortstop from that.
He's a right fielder, right?
He's a center fielder. for the Athletics, and then his prime series is a left fielder.
Lower rated than I'm looking.
Because that Cargo is probably one of the better outfielders in the game. The prime series, ton of power. Not unlike his live series car, can hit lefties. And really good fielding, good speed.
Is his mission doubles? Do you remember?
Might be. What is his mission? I would tell you his mission in 1 second while TJ vamps.
Yeah, I think it's doubles. Ooh, 80 hits. That's a lot.
Is it 80 hits?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Some of the missions are kind of tricky.
Yeah, I mean, but his live series is, or I mean, his prime flashback is 63, which, I mean, I'd rather take 5 days of playing some games against the Eddies.
True.
Than spend an extra 16,000 for that.
Yeah, just go get flashback Grady Sizemore, and then someone else.
Yeah, it's 80 hits with the rookie flashback, and then feed outfielders to your DD player.
Jacoby Ellsbury, basically.
And the best part is, if you don't like him, you sell him for like 90,
yeah.
and you make 45,000 stubs.
Yeah,
that's the other thing too. Let's talk about it real quick. And I know we keep pushing off this alias thing, but guys, rookie missions are the biggest stub builder you can do right now. You can get a rookie mission, do it for a week, come back, sell it if you don't like it. If you like the card, keep him. If you don't like the card, sell him. I mean, right now the profit margin for Carlos Gonzalez is almost 30,000 stubs for his prime series. Screw, you could do his rookie mission, sell the prime series, and then rebuy it and still make out on a profit.
Yeah, that's actually what I was kind of thinking about doing, Tula.
Right. I mean, you can do that with Tula too. Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking about selling the rookie at the high price, because the high price for the rookie was the same as the low price for the prime.
Right.
So I was going to try to pull that move, get the prime, then sell the prime, because there was a huge gap between the primes buy and sell.
Right.
And then use those earnings to go buy another Tula.
Well, the rookie is what, like a 35 or 35,000 profit margin, 110 and 145, right? So the next step behind that is, let's say you do the mission for the Tulo. Now you're up at the 180, 209, right? You sell it for 205.
Then you go buy another rookie and start all over again.
You can't do missions the second time. You can't do the second mission the second time. So you would still have to buy that. But I mean, there's money to be made in those flashbacks.
Yeah.
The rookie Ellsbury is going for 51,000 right now, 70,000 buy now.
All right.
So
you want to talk about this AL East thing?
I mean, not really. I'm all in on Diamond Dynasty now, but we'll do it anyway.
Let's do that. Then, I mean, we could change it up. We can do Game of the Week as something different. If you want to play a game. You want to play a game? We can play some Diamond Dynasty.
Let's play a Diamond Dynasty game.
All right.
Let's do that.
So here, I'm going to hand over the controls to you. So you have to do the thing.
Oh, okay.
Unless you haven't started already. And let's talk about the AL East. Let's knock this out. We got some other great topics that I want to talk about. As soon as we wrap up these divisions.
Okay, so we're starting. Should be a share play out for you, sir. I
got it. I'm accepting it as we speak. There's some other stuff we want to talk about. Behind the scenes, Millennium and I today were discussing the 5. What's the word I'm looking for? Like prototypical players you should have on you? Like
the 5. What roles? You should have. You ready for this? You ready for this?
Good. Go.
This is why what's in your toolbox?
Sure.
What is in the toolbox? And I'm not talking about the toolbox that you bring with you into, the first fix. When you go out to the car and you're saying to yourself, man, I wish I had this tool. What are the tools that you need on your bench?
I think you're just a general tool.
Yeah, pretty much. That's me.
Yes, we're gonna cover that. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it next episode before we do the NL East.
Either way. Well, bullpen guy for 7K. Jason Smock.
Neftali Feliz.
There you go. Both of them.
Boom.
Jason Mott does not have an off-speed pitch. He has a changeup, just as a heads up. But he's a fastball cutter, two-seamer guy. Throws 96 on pretty much all of them, and then throws a high 80s changeup. If you want to pitch to contact and get some strikeouts, that's your man.
Ooh, Billy Hamilton on the bench.
I like the Billy Hamilton.
He might be somebody that I'm going to talk about in my thing. Oh, also before we get this, so remember that thing that I tweeted out a picture of?
What thing?
Thursday night throwdown with ThatSportsGamer.
Oh man,
coming up
this thing.
Thursdays at 10 p.m. Imagine this show, but uneducational and not helpful at all. Just kind of me playing Madden.
I will say this before we get into this, guys. I know this is a baseball stream. I'm amped. I'm really hyped up for Madden this year.
I haven't read anything about Madden this year, so I'm pretty excited.
I'm all in. I'm all in. So
yeah. Hopefully, I've hooked up my Xbox in here, so that we can play it during the EA Access stream. So I'm pretty pumped for that. Do you have an Xbox?
I have an Xbox. Are you kidding me?
What are you doing Thursday night?
Can't do Thursday night.
Because at 10 o'clock
we might be able to do Thursday night, but it's going to be cross promotional.
Sure.
That's if you know what I mean.
I don't know what that means.
That means that I will be streaming Thursday night all through the weekend. So,
I mean, for 10 hours.
Oh, it's going to be longer than 10 hours.
All right. Well, Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, you'll see me playing Madden. You might see me beating on Millennium Madden.
Yeah, it might be beating on me.
Jacko, the EA Access preview starts on Thursday.
It actually releases Wednesday night.
It does. You know. Are we sure?
The download, as far as I know, the download's going to be coming out Wednesday night. I would bet on Thursday, but word is that it might come out Wednesday night.
Yeah,
as well.
Thursday's the guarantee. Thursday is the day it's supposed to come out.
And streaming
It'll probably come out Wednesday.
Completely unallowed until Thursday the 18th. So, just a heads up.
Yeah, unless you're EA Sports, in which case they'll be streaming all day the 17th.
Yes, they will be.
So we'll do that in a couple days. Apparently, Madden's here, right around the corner.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's talk about the EA at least. I'm gonna hand you the controls. I need to step away for a minute, make sure everything's all right with the little guy.
No problem.
And do that thing you do.
All right, no problem, guys. So the AL East franchise, we let you know last week that we upgraded the roster to the OSFM trade deadline. Where we're at now is the AL East, the Orioles, the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and the Tampa Bay Rays. If you have one of these teams, what are you going to do in franchise to make your team a winner? The good news is that a lot of these teams are in really good position already. So let's get into it. The budget for the Orioles coming in is $171 million, of which $161 million is already being paid. And if you look at the players that are already under contract, you got to worry yourself about the Chris Davis contract because he's already 30. He has a B potential, so he will fight off most of the regression for where he's at, but he won't get much better. The problem is come 2018, 2019, you're probably going to want to have to get rid of him. A couple of the other deals, Ubaldo Jimenez is still getting paid $12.5 million. You're going to want to get rid of that contract as quickly as you can. The problem is that I don't know anyone's going to take it without you taking money back, and you really are not going to have the space to take money back. Same thing with Yovani Gallardo, although Gallardo probably pitches well for you at the bottom of your rotation to start. You'll notice another contract on here that was just added with the trade deadline. That would be Wade Miley coming over from the Mariners. I'm okay with Wade Miley. Again, back into the rotation and a lefty, which you don't have too much of. So contract-wise, I mean, there's not going to be a lot you can do. Someone would take Chris Davis off your hands if you could get a first baseman back that could play. So other than that, I mean, Darren O'Day, hold on to. By the time 2019 comes around, I think you'd be fine. You have a lot of guys under contract. So let's look at those real quick. Again, not a lot of potential on the farm. So Manny Machado is an A potential overall. Davis, Jonathan Scope, what you're worried about is about 2 years from now, you're going to have to sign Machado, Scope all at the same time. Your pitching staff has Gosman, Bundy, and Harvey coming up, so they'll be okay. Zach Britton, already one of the best closers in the business, will only get better for you. You're set up okay, but the problem is that you kind of got to be set up. You're going to have to trade for a superstar coming down come in or make a huge splash signing, and you don't really have the arms and the farm system to do that. You're also going to have to sign Chris Tillman, which, even though 1 year arbitration, again, that's 2 years away. You really don't have. You've got a lot of good players. You don't have a superstar outside of Machado.
You got a real B potential team.
Yeah, exactly. You have a huge B potential team. Like I said, Scope's one of the better second basemen, especially now that he has his power and contact upgrade to righties. But the issue is going to be, like I said, you're running into money. I would trade Hardy away. I would try to trade Davis maybe after 2 years if you're not a perennial winner. Next team going to be looking at real quick is the Boston Red Sox. Huge budget, 217, 207 being used. Your future budget, they've got a ton of money and some older players.
Mm-hmm.
David Price is going to stave off aggression, but again, if you're not already winning, you're going to see real shortly why you might want to trade David Price away. Rick Porcello has got a terrible contract, but he's going to get better. So you might want to hold on to Porcello for a couple of years, even at that money. Pablo Sandoval, again, another terrible contract, and he's not going to get any better. So the problem is Sandoval, $20 million a year for 4 years. David Price, $25 to $30 million for 4 years, for 7 more years.
That's a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what they had to get him. So, and then Craig Kimbrell, good for you. Pedroia's good for you, but I mean just a lot. You have a lot of money on the books coming up. The good news is that all of that money is probably not going to be needed, because if you see all of the potential they have, so many A's. Mm-hmm. So Jason Groom, 18 years old, 62A. Rafael Devers, Mookie Betts, we already know about. Jan Moncada, probably the best prospect
in the game.
In baseball? Yeah, probably in the game, yeah.
I think he also just moved to third base for them, so I would assume his numbers go up if he moves to third base?
Yeah, you could edit him over to third base and keep his secondary to second base, and I think that'd be fine. I think it probably goes down a notch going to third base because of his power. I think third base really looks for power, so...
we mentioned before.
Exactly, already in the majors. I mean, you can see these guys have stats. They can all hit to start. So, Marco Hernandez, I mean, you guys, Travis Shaw is young and going to get better. His defense has got a little bit of an upgrade, so...
What year was this draft? 2011 draft?
Oh, you talking about for a bunch of them?
Yeah, they drafted like all these guys in 2011. It was amazing.
Yeah, I think it was 11 or 12. When they got a bunch of these, and now they're all coming up at the same time. So
yeah, the 2011 draft, they got Blake Swihart, Henry Owens, Jackie Bradley Jr., Mookie Betts, Travis Shaw, and I'm gonna stop there.
Yep. So I mean, they've got a bunch of guys. So I mean, even some first basemen help. Shaw probably moves over to first base once Ortiz retires for you, and then you have Moncada at third base. So
I'm pretty got Hanley. You don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, right. Hanley Ramirez, right. So next up, that'll bring us to the Yankees. We already know the Yankees have a budget, $228 million, $218 million. The issue is you're above the competitive tax threshold. That is going to show up in the game. So future budget, they're in the same problem. Alex Rodriguez is making $27 million. The good news is he'll probably retire.
Yeah.
After the first year. CC's making $23 million. He will not retire, and you're not going to find anyone to take that, so you might as well just bitch with him.
Hey, if we wait a week, what's going to happen to A-Rod's contract?
They'll take him out of the game.
He'll just be a free agent, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is, so if they put another update out, sometimes Ryden puts out an update for like early September. What you'll see is he'll just edit A-Rod into the free agency.
Yeah. So wait till then to start your.
Yeah. Or edit him out yourself. You're more than welcome to. You can put him in free agency. You won't have to worry about the contract. So Tanaka, I think that's pretty much a warranted contract because he's going to get better as an A potential. Ellsbury is going to get old very fast for you because his speed's going to start knocking down. McCann, same thing. And you have Sanchez as a backup catcher. So Gardner, I mean, a lot of age. Even though they traded for a lot of them, for a lot of the young prospects, there's a lot of age on the team and a lot of money built into that age. So
that's why I like Castro. That deal that he had with the Cubs was real nice.
Yeah, and he's under control for another 5 years there. So let's look at what they got. You're going to see a lot of A's for them too. You'll see a top 50s: Domingo Herman, Aaron Judge, who just came up, Clint Frazier.
That's when they just traded from the Indians, right?
Exactly, yeah. And then there was one. Who was the other guy that just came up for them? That hit the back-to-backs with them.
Yeah, Judge.
No, it was Judge and somebody else though. Somebody else came up
base.
with Judge. Tyler Austin. There you go.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, not as highly touted as a prospect, but he's there again. But you have all of this talent coming to you. So for once, the Yankees farm system, one of the best. So Jorge Mateo will be ready for you by year 2. Again, try to dump as much money as you can, not including Masahiro Tanaka, and then...
Can you go to shortstop when you have a moment?
Yeah. Shortstop. Jorge Mateo, Gleyber Torres, which they also picked up in trade. So, Torres is probably a year or 2 away, whereas Mateo can probably play for you. I mean, look at Mateo's got elite speed already, so...
Yeah, I thought they had one more. Maybe I was wrong.
I mean, Didi Gregorius is already there and run.
Yeah, I thought he would be a little bit higher than C, but okay.
Well, then this is actually SCEA's Torres too, so
okay.
They're notoriously hard. There's Ben Gamel, who's going to be your replacement left fielder. I mean, there you go. Frazier's replaced, and they're ready to go. Like Hicks is going to play right field for you. Frazier's going to play center. Judge is going to be there. You're just so much talent. I'm so pissed that that's going to be the way it's going to work.
Yep. Because
they've legitimately got a guy at every position ready to go, with the exception of possibly third base.
I think Dante Bichette Jr. is actually playing pretty good in the minors for real life.
So he might get a bump on your next one. Yeah.
Also, can you go to first base?
Yeah, absolutely.
Does Tyler Austin have secondary positions?
He does left field.
Nah. I was wondering if he had third base, because Bird's going to be the first baseman.
Right. No, absolutely. So you'll see his potential to see. That means that his 62 overall has the potential of getting up into the 70s. So he will get better from this too. And he's already got some speed at first base and left field.
Yeah.
So next up will be the Tampa Bay Rays. Lower budget, 101, which is even high for the Rays at that point. Outside of Longoria and Archer, everybody else is kind of just there, and that you shouldn't be surprised with that with the Rays.
Yeah.
The Longo contract is tough because he is going to regress, but I don't know what else you can do. You have to have,
and it's not terrible.
Yeah, I mean it's not something that's going to drag you down. You can have that $15 million going for it.
You can spend $15 million on a much worse third baseman.
Right. Exactly. And he can play defense for you too. Archer's actually going to get better for you. He sees an A potential. So I would hold on to Archer, especially at that deal. He's already an 88, and in real life, he's starting to make a comeback. So hold on to him. Forsythe is kind of a jack of all trades. He is their new Zobrist. So there you go. Boxberger is one of the better relievers in the game that's kind of not known. You see that 99K over 9.
And Frankie windup, right? Sidearm?
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, a bunch of guys. We'll look at what kind of talent they have in the minors. It's not a ton. A bunch of the guys are already there.
Snell's actually pretty nasty, even in the game.
Right. So, I mean, he's going to be already starting for you. Willie Adames, I keep pronouncing his name wrong. I keep wanting to call him Adams. There's only 20. So, he is going to be your shortstop very, very soon. Because their shortstop, who is their normal shortstop? Brad Miller, who's their normal shortstop. You've got a lot of talent at shortstop, by the way. So
they just traded. Who did they trade to get Lucius Fox? I remember hearing about this, but I don't remember who they traded.
I don't remember the exact trade.
You talk.
But yeah, I mean, you've got pitching. You've got Cobb, Odorizzi, Brent Honeywell, Drew Smiley. A bunch of B guys. You could probably trade some of these B starting pitchers to get some position players, maybe a left fielder with some pop, or even a first baseman, which you don't have a lot of right there. So good catching in the minors. You're ready to go with that. And again, for the last team, we're going to go with the Blue Jays, who are sitting at a budget of $200 million. They got to keep up with the big boys. Their future budget looking okay, I guess. Matt Moore is on. You're talking about who got traded for Lucius Fox?
Yeah, Matt
right,
Moore.
Matt Moore went to the Giants.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yep.
I didn't want to bother you.
No, you're good.
Until you had a moment of quietness, but
there's no such thing.
It's all good.
So the Blue Jays, you can see the worst contract of them all is Russell Martin right now. He's not going to last to 37, so I suggest trading him if you can. Troy Tulowitzki is going to stave off a little longer. He's an A potential, so his regression is not going to go as fast as you would expect. His durability is an issue. He's 78 in this, which for franchise mode is actually a little low for a shortstop. So you want to be careful of that. Donaldson, best player, one of the best players of the game. C. Luriano, who they just traded for, is not as
bad,
good
not
as
great.
his 82. Yeah. That BB over 9 is not great.
Yeah, because it's going to hurt you here.
Right. Hap, and let's get in there and look at what they have here. They do have some prospects. Anthony Alford is your next center fielder waiting to happen. You could probably move Pilar to left field if you really wanted to, because Alford is going to be better than him fielding-wise. The rest of the A's are all old, outside of Donaldson, obviously, who by the time he's ready to resign, you might not resign him. You got a lot of Bs like the Orioles do. You've got Encarnacion, who's going to get worse as it goes. You've got Stroman and Ozuna, who will be stuck in your pitching staff for many, many years to come, which is good. Pilar, the second best fielding center fielder in the league, I would say, behind Kiermaier, and then with probably Trout right behind them. DJ Davis is one of the draft picks. Again, a lot of Bs. Devin Harris, who just got a huge bump. Matt Dominguez, who will be a good third baseman for you at some point. Reese McGuire, probably your catcher of the future. So, yeah, a bunch of guys, like I said, a bunch of Bs, but this Blue Jays team is win this year or get ready to rebuild for another 2 years. So, if you want to trade some of these prospects away, maybe even think about dangling Alford out for a big-time starting pitcher or, just something that can help you out. And maybe if Tulowitzki gets hurt, you need to win in 2016 or you need to worry about 2018. So,
interesting.
And that is the AL East Express version.
All right, so we got to do this power ranking thing, huh?
Yep.
I have a list written down.
Okay.
I have no idea how I feel about it.
It's tough because so you have two teams that are really, really B. Like there's a lot of B.
Mm-hmm.
Which could make them a good team, but not great. And then you have two teams that have unbelievable farm systems. One due to trades, one due to good drafting. And they're both really close to being major leaguers. And then you've got the Rays.
I'm going to put the Rays at 5.
I agree with that.
But let me tell you the good thing about the Rays. They're kind of a blank canvas that you can build on. Most of these divisions. Let me tell you something about this division. There's no team that's like, oh, you're screwed. I feel like you can take any of these teams and in a couple seasons have something going.
Agreed.
There's a couple of those other teams in other divisions. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now. I'm trying to think. Who was one that had like a ton of money and then like no prospects?
You mean in real life recently?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was the Yankees.
We talked about the power rankings like last week or 2 weeks ago. Was there an AL Central team that was like, well, this team's just bad, and you're screwed no matter what happens? Was it like the Reds?
Twins?
The Reds had a lot of money locked up, and the Brewers had a lot of money locked up, and like nothing really coming up.
Right.
So those were
it was the Reds because we talked about possibly trading Votto.
Yeah. Yes. So there's nobody in this division that's like, well, this is going to be a real problem.
Right.
At least the Rays putting them at 5, but you have like a clean slate with them.
Okay.
Which I like. Next, I'm gonna say the Blue Jays. How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna say, oh man,
I have these guys. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I have the Blue Jays and Orioles kind of tied.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think they're the obvious 3-4. I think the Orioles are in a little better position because a lot of their talent on the major league team is young, whereas a lot of Toronto's major league talent is old.
That's why I'm saying Jays 4, Orioles 3.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
And the Jays don't have a ton of A prospects. The Orioles have some guys. Right?
Yeah, agreed. And the Orioles have prospects in positions of need. Like they've got chances to at catcher. You know, they've got a bunch of starting pitching prospects which is what they need. They've got pretty much, with the exception of corner outfield, I mean, their infield's locked up for the most part. So
I like that. Rays 5, Jays 4, Orioles 3.
Agreed.
Okay. Now, I mean, I feel like this is a solid. I think I'm going to say the Yankees 2. And I like the Yankees team. And you know me, I don't like the Yankees.
Right.
Especially what they did to my man A-Rod, the greatest player of all time.
Right.
Also, this is in my mind. You don't have A-Rod on this team.
Okay, I'll give you the $27 million for the next 2 years.
Yeah,
with A-Rod off this team.
I still like that. I feel like you have in the positions where you're going to be losing players, you have the new guys to step up, and you have A prospects that are coming up in those positions that you need.
Right.
But I like the Red Sox better as a win now.
Right.
And they have some amazing players that are going to be coming up soon. And also amazing young talent that's in the majors right now that's just going to get better.
Right. I'm going to say, and this is going to be a shock to some people, probably everybody.
You're going to have the Orioles at 1 and 3.
The Orioles are at 1 through 5. No, I'm going to say the Yankees at 1 for one major reason. I don't know that with all of the talent, and this is a good problem to have, the talent's not going to perform for the Red Sox because all of the talent's going to want, with the morale system that we all forget about sometimes, all the talent's going to want to bat third.
True.
A lot of those prospects, when they come up, are going to want to be stars. And they're going to have to sign all of them at the same time. Like Mookie Betts and Xander Bogaerts, their timers are already started. And the Red Sox have a lot of money, don't get me wrong, and they're going to lose the Ortiz contract soon, but they've got Pablo Sandoval, which they're not going to get rid of. They got David Price, they're not going to be able to get rid of, and David Price is not somebody who's going to be, your ace. That's the other thing, is they don't have an ace, whereas I think Masahiro Tanaka is an ace. I don't think David Price is. I think David Price chokes at the wrong times, so...
That's more of a real life thing. It's not necessarily a video game thing.
Yeah, but I mean, his clutch rating is not great. I mean, I'll double check that before I say that. I mean, it's 77. Yeah, I guess. Where's the Yankees? Yeah, I mean, I like their bullpen. Man, it's so tough. Yeah, I think you're right that the Red Sox are better now. I think the Yankees are set better to.
I think if you're going for a win in the next 3, if you want to win the next 3 World Series, I think you go Red Sox. If you want to win the next, you want to win 2018 to 2025,
right?
I think you're going to be better with the Yankees in there,
right?
And especially with all the money coming off the books in the next 2 seasons
due to the age. Yeah.
So I got the Red Sox 1, Yankees 2.
No, I think yours is probably better for winning now too.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah, I like it. So that's gonna do it for that. All right. So you want to play some? You want to play a little bit of this Diamond Dynasty thing we got going on here?
Sure. Let's play a quick Diamond Dynasty game after I kick you out of my share play.
Can I just go straight into my other thing? Oh, boo, that works. Oh man, we got banhammers flying out here.
I'm good at that.
That was you?
It was me. Of course it was me.
Wow.
You don't think I have the chat up? See, you don't think I could tell that you were talking about franchise mode in the chat room?
My bad. I was talking trash behind your back. It's all good.
It wasn't behind my back. It was right in front of my face.
Talk trash right to your face. I got you. Let's see. Do I want to do something? What kind of squad you running right now?
I'm running that discipline squad, but it's pretty good. It's 91 overall, so
All right,
I mean, just bring your team.
No, give me one half moment.
Okay.
I want to bring my squad in.
We go for it.
I feel like the menu's been getting kind of slow recently.
It has been the best way to. I really haven't figured out. I mean, going through inventory is obviously switch over to flashback, but I really haven't found another way to fix that. So,
do any of these guys make my squad? Let me just do this real quick. Oh, that Ian Kennedy is not sold.
It's still not sold.
Just checking in, honey.
Can I tell you that there are three closing pitchers while you're doing this on my squad that are not on my squad, like in my inventory that aren't my squad, that may surprise people?
Sure.
Craig Kimbrell.
Never heard of him.
Kenley Jansen, live series.
Mm-hmm.
And the live series Aroldis Chapman.
Never heard of these guys. New? These guys rookies? Aroldis Chapman. Here, let me tell you the problem. Are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
This game cannot properly reproduce the beast that is Aroldis Chapman.
Agreed.
If he threw 100 miles, if he threw 103, 4 miles an hour, I'd be pumped.
Right.
He doesn't. I'm not pumped. It's just
and his fastball doesn't seem to have any motion on it.
True. Straight fastball.
Right.
Second base. Only 220. I'm so angry about that. Third base. Chris Bryant. Shortstop. I felt like I was rocking a different shortstop for this. Too low. That's who we got to run. The problem is there's a few positions that don't have guys that weigh over 230.
Right.
So you just got to kind of squeeze.
Oh, so wait. Is this going to be our discipline versus our weight team?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, Matt Holliday getting some boosty boosts.
Oh, Jaco. I think Jaco was asking this. By the way, Madden comes out for EA Access on Thursday. It releases next Tuesday for everybody else.
Yeah, I believe I responded to that in the chat, but
I didn't know if you did or not. I just wanted to make sure because the chat's not in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Did I get a right fielder? Oh, that's why I got Stanton.
Oh, and Jaco, I'm more excited for NHL than I am for Madden. Just so you know.
Not excited at all for NHL.
I mean, I know you're not, but I am.
No auto thing.
And the World Cup of Hockey was announced it's going to be in there. Can't wait.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's no shortstop, center fielder, or second baseman that are 230. There are, but they're so trash I'm not going to play with them.
It's like, isn't it like Starlin Castro and...
Yeah, Starlin Castro and I believe the Mike Morse rookie flashback is a shortstop that's over.
Terrible.
And the center fielder is Mike Trout. I can't afford Mike Trout at this moment. So let's just do this right quick. Where do I put? I don't usually play this Matt Holliday. That's going to be a risk, but we're gonna roll the dice. All right, 93 overall team. Basically,
right.
I don't have. Oh, do I have? I have fat pitchers. Should I put my fat pitchers in?
Did you put your rookie Tulo in?
Put my rookie Tulo in.
I've got my rookie Alex Rios in, but he's better than the Tulo, I think so.
Tulo's an 88. Just throw a lefty in there, I'll be happy.
I have 3 lefties in the rotation.
Let me get Big Sexy in here, just in case. I feel like Tyson Ross. Yes, Tyson Ross is one. Syndergaard? Syndergaard's got to be over 230, right? He's a big dude.
I don't know.
240, I'll take it.
There's a big hammer slider. That's all I know.
Sure, got a big hammer. That's what she said. Doug Fister, hardly knew her. 210.
The poor man's Kluber.
John Lackey, 235. What up? You're in there for sure's. Bartolo Colon. I thought I bought a fat pitcher just to not have to use Bartolo Colon.
Oh, come on. The flashback Bartolo? You kidding me?
He's in there now. Yeah, can I get a prime Ryan Vogel song?
Why do you want to? Oh, for like relief pitcher.
I have the rookie. So. All right. Did I like the lineup that I had? Yes. Yes. Yeah. So I have Carl Crawford, Daniel Murphy, and Tulo in who don't actually meet the criteria.
No, that's fine.
I'm actually kind of pissed because the flashback Daniel Murphy. No, the flashback Daniel Murphy's like 225, and the regular is 220.
None of hey, here's a heads up. None of my pitchers have discipline over 70.
Cheating. What is your name?
Millennium OS. How's it going?
Got him. Challenge to DD's nuts. Let's go.
Come on, challenge.
Oh, guys. Wow. 30 minutes left. Almost forgot to ask. Or forgot to say. If you're watching live, go to thatsportsgamer.com/giveaway right now. You can enter to win a copy of Madden NFL 17.
I'm sorry, what game?
Madden NFL 27.
27. Whoa.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you can win a copy of Madden 17 just by going to thatsportsgamer.com/giveaway?
Yeah, you can go over there. We've got some options. You want to play in Hall of Fame?
No, sure. It's up to you. It's completely up to you.
Let's not do that.
Okay.
Yeah, giving away a copy. All you got to do is follow me and be able. All you got to do is it's one of them Gleam ones. So you follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube, follow me on the Instagrizzle. These all give you entries to win.
Gotcha. Challenge accepted.
Completely forgot to mention that, and the entries end in a half hour. So.
Ooh, in a half hour. So you have to. You got to do it now.
Yeah, you better go do
Like,
that.
if you're live in the chat right now and you are a fan of Madden, you need to get to thatsportsgamer.com/giveaway. Is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you trolling me with the stadium too?
I was trying to help you. I thought you would like this.
No, go
We can play somewhere else.
It's completely up to you. You know where we should play? Some terrible minor league stadium.
Yo, hashtag I love a minor league stadium. I've been playing at
it is coming.
Where have I been playing at? I've been playing at Bayfront a lot.
That was what I told you about with the.
I like it. It's got the thing in the back. You know, you know what? You know where we're going.
Oh man,
Capital City. Love it. Love it. I'm gonna take this.
All right.
Yeah, that kind of hurts my team, but you know what? We're doing it live.
We're doing it live.
Well,
you know what? Screw it.
Sorry, Salty.
Oh, Shutty, FedEx delivers Madden. They haven't announced it, but there's been enough people that have talked about it from EA. It
sounds like a thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's happening. I don't know that it's happening before it releases on Thursday, but it's definitely happening.
You ever feel like you should get a copy, but you don't want to say something about it?
No.
All right, to make sure.
I don't feel entitled to a copy for anything that I do, so.
I feel like you should, because you're kind of an important person.
Who, me?
Yeah, man.
No, I mean, OS gets review copies, but that's about it.
But I mean, you need to know what people are lying about in the chat, in the things.
In the forums?
Yeah, man.
I know enough people where I can ask questions and get that answer as quickly as I can. I forgot you still have the Coastal Carolinas. I love it. Or the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, here we go. The Bows versus the Hoes.
Can I get a timeout for 1 second?
Go for it, yeah.
I just want to tweet this out. Discipline versus Team Chubb. Pictures, screenshots. Is this it? What color is your team? I need extra large icons because I can't see anything. Yours looks like the guy. Discipline versus Team Chubb. Let's go. I think I spelled Chubb wrong.
CHUB, I hope.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's two B's. Do the live series cards count towards the missions? Yes, they do. Assuming they fit in the mission. Or, yeah.
Ooh, that 95-mile-an-hour sinker. Did you just a Disciple versus Team Chubb, by the way?
Maybe. The Disciple? Is he still alive?
Yes. Brutus Barber Beefcake, right?
Yeah. Well, was it?
No. It wasn't Beefcake. It was... Oh, who was it? It's killing me now. It's going to kill me not to remember this.
Not Kona Crush. Right?
No, it was not Kona Crush.
Dead. Shout out to my man Adam Baum.
Love me some Adam Bomb.
Shout out to Braun Strowman. Is that that guy?
New Braun Strowman. New Braun Strowman's badass.
Looking like Akeem, the American African Dream.
Yeah, with the shaved hair.
Yeah, looks kind of ridiculous.
You just walked the only bronze in my lineup.
You mean I just set up a double play with the only bronze?
Oh man, come on! I forgot. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
I got load and fire hitting on because I'm playing NCAA MVP 06.
I've actually switched back to the buttons. And completely forgot that I did that, and then didn't change it in the regular. So.
Shout out. Go ahead.
No. I just hit X to try to swing, and it didn't work.
Shout out to my man JSherm23 over at 23slots.com. Great post up about Ultimate Team and card collecting modes on his website. Also, he reminded me that Giancarlo Stanton is kind of a monster in this game.
Yeah, he really is.
I picked him up, hit 2 home runs in the first game with him. This is the second game with him. Hopefully he hits 2 home runs in this one as well. And I knew you were going. I'm very upset with myself right now.
I gave you the hint by leading off, so.
I saw that, and can we just say how tricky that is?
Yeah, when we were doing the slide step, I noticed a lot of people doing that.
Just throw that slide step in there once in a while.
Yep.
Who is this? Is this Buff Bagwell?
Yeah, you like that?
The American male himself.
I finally finished the Astros collection. I told you I got the Altuve, so I got me some Jeff Bagwell, and his discipline, his disciple is over 70. So
nice. It's more like
flies up left field.
So now it's reading the tweet. Now it sounds like you're my disciple.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds about right. I kind of want Thursday Night Throwdown to be kind of cool.
I mean, I'm sure it will be. Oh, God. I didn't realize I got Kershaw.
Oh, my God. I'm not going to steal, so you can just quick pitch me.
What was that?
What?
There's Crawford. Oh, that's right. I didn't put the bunt defense on.
Ooh, good question. Does your creative player count towards captain things?
No. I don't know. I'm leaning towards no.
Kershaw ain't got nothing on me. Hey, can you guys hear the game audio? Just let me know, because I changed the way it's set up so that hopefully you hear it correctly this time. Okay, we ain't stopping for nothing. We need a double with Tulo right here.
The one thing I like about Kershaw, well, the one thing, but what I like about Kershaw is his slide step and his normal windup from the stretch both go to the same point on the meter.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, it speeds up the speed a little bit, but they both go, like, they're both very short for what they do. So. Look at that spin. Spin completely away from Kershaw. I probably could have pulled up and watched that go foul. Maybe.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
I think it was in a animation already though.
I'm ready to break your neck right here. Ooh, good idea. I thought you were going high fastball. Who's your catcher? Just curious.
Salty and Grandal.
Oh, what up?
Yeah.
Do you want to just put him on? Give me a little L1 circle action. I feel like I need to refresh my uniforms at some point, but I'm not really looking.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm. That's my next step.
Great play. Great turn. Yeah, guys, 23 minutes. ThatSportsGamer.com/giveaway. I'd like to do some more giveaways. Amazon has this good pricing for Prime people.
Right. Oh, no, I have Prime. Love it.
I'm going to buy my game digitally, but...
don't hear any sound effects. Can faintly hear the commentators talking.
All right, I can turn that up a little bit. Yeah, that's actually the reason I decided to do the giveaway. I was like, oh, these prices are very good. Let me do this for you guys. I don't know what version of Madden I'm going to buy. I have not figured that out yet. I should probably do that.
I think. Oh man, I want to go like with one of the deluxe ones, but I'm not 100% sure.
I did the super deluxe last year.
DSL 2121. ThatSportsGamer.com/giveaway. He's giving away a copy of Madden NFL 16, but you have to be signed up by midnight tonight Eastern time.
Yep.
So get on that. Go there now. ThatSportsGamer.com/giveaway. Can you believe I was sitting on that and still popped it up?
I appreciate it. Yeah, I got the super digital deluxe thing last year. I feel like it was worth it, but I don't know.
Right. Oh, and it's your, by the way, with an E and an apostrophe.
Yeah. Wow.
Zobi go yard? Nice. Yeah, it's thatsportsgamer.com/giveaway.
You can also go to my Twitter and you can see my pinned tweet.
Yes.
Well, that's setting this up. You're going to bunt down third base line?
Having that much success with Salty because of his vision.
Low vision. It's tough.
Yeah. I've been using him, and I've been using him online. I've been using the Salty combination because, eerily enough, there are not a lot of catchers with high discipline.
Interesting.
So, but both these flashbacks have it. So,
both these flashbacks also very good.
Yep.
Really good pitch.
It was a really good pitch. I just got a piece of it and was hoping to get enough.
So did the Demon
I knew that. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
They called it. No, he came out to the ring, and they exchanged blows.
How do you play that? How do you play that as scary in real life?
It's not supposed to be scary. It's just supposed to be psychological. So you're saying that whenever he's the demon,
he has a psychological advantage for no apparent reason?
Right? Because he's in the other guy's head. Hold on a second. I gotta. Well, I mean, you can go ahead and.
I was gonna type the thing, but.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
That should work.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the.
It's not Mad Bum. It's Kershaw. Here we go. High heat.
I feel like is there anybody else that does that kind of is that a gimmick? I want to say where they are one guy, but then they also have this second thing.
Man, I don't know. I mean, guys that wear masks sometimes.
But they don't just sometimes wear the mask, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of anyone else.
So, like, I'm supposed to be intimidated when he's wearing it.
No, you're not supposed to be intimidated. It's a wrestling thing. Like, oh no, yeah, I agree with that. The swoosh 23 should have saved the demon for Sunday. I agree. There's no reason to debut the demon on Raw and then have a match go Sunday. It should have been special for Sunday, even if Seth was calling out the demon. So,
yeah.
I mean, I think the reason they did it is because so many people have seen it in NXT. It's not like it's that much of a surprise.
I just don't understand what the difference is between them. I mean, that's what I can't really describe.
There's definitely a change in style when he's in the paint, when he's the demon. Mm-hmm. He's definitely more aggressive, but the problem is his moveset's exactly the same. So that doesn't get across with everybody. So, I don't know. Uh-oh. Heads up. He followed you on
they should
Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, they should all get you entered.
Oh, nice hit.
Can we talk about Daniel? How much I love him?
Really good hit, by the way. Oh, just showing off Alex Rios' arms, so you know.
That wasn't even looking so good.
Look at you with the live series holiday.
Yeah, usually I've been going with worst recently a lot.
He just got a downgrade there, didn't he?
Yeah. My question is Mitch from Chicago Heights.
First pitch fastball in on the
Who,
wrist.
Mitch Birchie?
Yeah.
Are you from Chicago Heights? Mitch Birchie.
Also, Buster Posey does not fit the thing, but I was not going to play Sultanaki against lefty. Just saying.
That's a good point.
He is.
I would get that.
Saws him off.
Mitch, you are in.
Ball's popped into the air.
I can verify
And
that
he
for you.
finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big
We also
out
got
number
someone
2.
from Illinois here, or from West Frankfurt, and some Charleston people also just recently entered.
And just to clarify, this is going to be a game on release.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever Amazon, I will order it from Amazon and put their address into the shipping thing.
The last week of BB?
Hell no, we're doing this forever.
I don't think so.
We got to do the NL East next week.
Yeah.
We have so many more topics lined up. It's not even funny.
Yep. Baseball's not over till at least October. And
Baseball's not over till I say it's over.
I'm pretty sure TJ has
You are pretty
me in the
sore, you're right.
contract. So
We're going to be playing for quite a while.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Right there for strike 1.
Yeah, we got a long list of topics that we will be discussing.
which flashback pair do you think is the best? Let's see here. Flashback Cano and Flashback Lincecum, Flashback Cano and Flashback Yachty, or Flashback Lincecum and Flashback Yachty.
Where do you even see this?
I'm looking at Twitter. Show Tips is awake.
Oh, why? No! What are you doing?
Yes, go, run, faster.
And he will pull in here with a leadoff double. Coming to the plate now.
Swoosh, Thursdays, I'm going to be doing Thursday Night Throwdown with ThatSportsGamer, where we'll be playing Madden. I don't know how much educational it's going to be. Get that ad up in there.
So yeah, Switch. I think we both are going to be doing some Madden on our own channels. As he said, he'll be doing Thursday Night Throwdown here. I'll obviously be streaming Madden. I think Madden is taking over Sundays in the Operation Sports stream. We're actually going to be doing a full-blown schedule. Who knew? An actual real schedule. So, yeah, Madden is going to be taking some of both of our times, but I think that's the nice thing when it comes to TJ and I, is that we're not just show streamers. We do a little bit of everything. So I think that's advantageous.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually it's a in addition to kind of thing. Actually, I really have not been streaming that much this year with the addition to my family of my son. But yeah, as you can see from the schedule down below, I'm actually revamping the Twitch panel stuff down there. Yeah, so Monday's going to be Bullpen Banter, as per the usual, and the Wednesday night Out of the Park stream, and Thursday is going to be the Madden streams. So it's not taking over any of what we're already doing. It'll just be additional.
Right. By the way, that the rookie Rios is actually kind of down low pretty good. I think he's like 70s contact, low power, higher vision, but you see the 80 speed, 85 steal, so.
First offering on its way.
Don't swing at that, please. Thank you.
And that one
No problem.
through the strike zone that time at 98.
Sorry, I was typing
0-1.
tweet. You could have swung at that. I'm not really sure where that pitch was. But yeah,
Here's the 1-1 pitch. This one's
Thursday night throwdown.
Oh, sitting on it.
Here comes Holiday.
I don't know what I should do. The idea is I'm going to play Madden.
This one, and the inning is over.
I feel like I should do something a little bit more than that.
I mean,
Also,
Leading off the
high possibility that Thursday night throwdown is not only on twitch.tv/ThatSportsGamer.
ah.
We haven't talked about any of that stuff yet, so I need to see what's going on with some of that.
Oh, come on, Ozzy.
but it may be on another channel as well.
Really?
I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe a return, you mean?
A return? Don't call it a comeback because I did it, and then my son was 2 weeks early, and then.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll see about that. I just don't know. I feel like it's gonna be just Ultimate Team,
Right.
unless we get enough people that really want to do a franchise type thing.
The other cool thing is throw the ball. Throw the ball, Matt.
Get that anno. Get that anno. So yeah, maybe we'll go over like some of the new cards. You know how we do the Daddy Leaks thing? Maybe we can do some. I'll do like a Mudhead thing. Chris, you are more than welcome to come on whenever you'd like.
Obvious.
No, Darth Obvious is not invited. Come on, man. That was a great joke, and you just completely whiffed on it.
I know. I'm laughing at something else.
Swoosh, the sports gaming community is a good community. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, there's a ton of. See, the thing is that the sports gaming community can sometimes get a bad rep because oh god,
Giancarlo Stanton puts one to the Capitol. Love it.
the negativity can be more vocal a lot of times.
They really
The
love
positivity?
games. Don't get made anymore. It's weird.
Yeah, I know. So, and that's unfortunate, but
Yeah, what I tell you about this, Daniel Murphy, he's putting balls in play.
yeah, I mean, I'm getting a good impression from him. I have him on my team. I just with Bryce Harper going down so low, I might be doing the Nationals collection next.
Yeah,
Because I've already got Scherzer in Strasburg, so.
got 2 runs. Dope.
Oh, Tulo catches it.
Wow, the
Tulo catches
latest
positive.
move. I did not see that coming. Wow.
All right, don't throw a low fastball to Zobrist in the first pitch.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, the Thursday Night Throwdown just kind of be play it by ear. That's, I guess
I'm
that's,
sure you can
I guess
go
that's
over,
the end of
like,
that.
you know, there'll be stuff to do, I'm sure.
I don't know how I'm going to play Madden this year, or Ultimate Team. And hashtag Team No Sets. I feel like sets are always kind of a waste. I need like 2 games with the Indians, Shutty. It's 100 and what did I say it was 100.
You are like 150 something, yeah.
Which
Let's go
is
on Jake Hewitt.
2 games.
Swoosh, I think that's honestly what he said. Swoosh 23 says, I started diving into the sports gaming community, tuning into guys as much as I can. I think that's the best possible thing you can do because you find a lot of guys that you didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
You start getting involved in the community, you get your name out there a little bit so people know who you are, and you start realizing, you find streamers that you didn't know about. Like, come on.
Like Chris Bryant streaming that one to deep left field.
Yeah.
Did you? Well, that looked like he may have caught that or bounced it off a wall.
No, it's close. That's what I was looking for. Playing with fire on the inside corner.
Get back.
Yeah, so I mean, you get a whole bunch of guys that, like smaller guys that you didn't know about, that you can come back to, and you can start following them, and you start really enjoying what you do. I saw another MLB streamer. His name's Clutch Silver.
Mm-hmm. Good guy.
I
chatted up with him.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He put something out that is wise beyond his years today. He said, "Don't ever worry about how many followers you have on Twitch." And this is specifically for people who do Twitch. Never worry about the followers. Enjoy what you're doing. And I can't state how true that is. People that are in it to get a partnership and stuff are just, you can tell that they're just trying to robotically go through it, and you can tell when people are legitimately having fun. If that would have gone out, I would have been so mad.
Yeah, you got power.
Yeah, Swoosh. For Madden, I can tell you Wednesday nights the best Madden show that I've followed, and I'm a CFM guy. I'm not a Mutt guy first. I'm more CFM, but these guys helped me there too. Was Twim this week in Madden? Yeah, never heard of him.
Is that new?
It's at twitch.tv/Madden Tips. And then you can follow them on Twitter at Madden Bible and at SGibs7, SGIBS7.
Looks a lot like the handsome guy known as ThatSportsGamer.
Yeah, it looks a lot like TJ.
Weird.
Oh, get in there.
Oh, that's another yellow throw. No!
Oh, no. Did you just dive at me? Did you just 15 me?
Gotta try to do it.
So yeah, that's one of they teach. The cool thing about them is you'll see a lot of Mutt guys teach like single plays. They teach schemes, which you can take into CFM with you. Another guy, if you are looking not as much educational as it is entertainment, if you like CFM, is Moonlight Swami on YouTube. Yeah, Moonlight Swami on YouTube does a CFM, one-person CFM that he goes into like draft picks and all kinds of stuff. So it's really good. But you'll find them as you go. There are a ton of Mutt guys, some CFM guys. You just got to find them as you find them. Oh, Ozzy, go yard for me. Just once. Here we go. Tagging up.
Dare you.
Tagging up on Mike Stanton.
Yeah, a lot of great people out there. Also, make sure you're following us on Twitter. We're always talking to those people and tweeting at them.
Yep, I'm 100%. I'm a shill for good content. If you can see links on my Twitter all the time.
I don't know what he's doing here.
Yeah. I tolerate Monday nights so that way I can bring content to everybody else.
We definitely should have. Wow. Nice
How
route.
in the hell did
Nice
miss
route,
that?
Magellan.
Oh no!
Gotcha.
What did I do?
On the backside.
What did I do?
Nice. Yeah, Millennium tolerates a lot of stuff, but he probably doesn't deserve.
No, I deserve. Trust me, I deserve a lot of it.
Like
Get out of here!
Like going through, like walking me through division by division, trying to figure out if I could figure out division by division all the teams in the NFL.
Can I tell you the Slack chat we had today?
Oh my god, we should have recorded that. That'd have been way better.
TJ is not a football guy.
Loves
Mutt.
As I said, I play Madden. I like Madden. I don't like football.
Loves Mutt. Is really really good at Mutt. And like if I ask you about cards in Mutt, TJ can pretty much tell me who I need. I asked him what teams are in the 8 divisions in the NFL, and it was like pulling teeth. Get out of here!
That's gonna hit the pole and be so angry.
No, it's
Foul?
so.
Praise him. Praise
him.
him. Oh, if that was a strike after a month, that's so nasty.
Well, it was 2 out, so.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down.
I knew the curveball had to be coming at some point because I'd hit everything else, and I was like, oh man, I really hope this is. You know, there's a point there that you're going to be streaming during Thursday Night Football. It might be Thursday Night Football matchup time.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, let's do it.
Thursday Night Football. There's always one Thursday Night Football game on.
Yeah, I know. Nobody watches it because it's on like NFL Network, right?
Right, pretty much.
Okay, so what's the point here? No point? All right.
No point. There's no point.
Just making sure.
I'm plunking Carl Crawford in the face.
Why? Beast.
Back to work now is Kershaw as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1.
I'm just off with Kershaw tonight, by the way. I don't think I'm just not hitting spots, and it's cost me too, big time.
Though, let me tell you something. Though I'm not a football fan, I've been to some pretty substantially important football games.
Nice.
I was
We're also really close to like 3 or 4 teams, right?
Yeah, well, 2 at least.
Look at that ball, way off the plate, and still got it out there. Oh, should have known.
And you know I don't like football because they're a bunch of liars.
Are you talking about the four guys in the Al Jazeera case today?
What? I'm talking about the 2 football teams that just straight up lie to their fans.
How in the world did you hit that ball? Look where the PCI is in this. I want you to really look at this.
Beautiful play.
There's no way Look how far that ball is off the plate.
Beautiful play. The New York Jets and New York Giants.
Because they're not actually in New York.
Straight line. Straight line to the fans.
Knew that was coming.
Yeah. Like the Carolina Panthers. There's no such place as Carolina. Oh my God, is that a fly ball? I had that yesterday. I lined it off a pitcher. To end the game, I think I lined it off the pitcher, and then the third baseman caught it on a fly. So angry. Oh! 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 Yeah.
Trout nowhere near third base.
So I was at Tiki Barber's last home game, which
Okay.
I assume was pretty important.
Yeah, pretty big.
There was a gentleman who had the number 22 shaved into his 21, shaved into his back hair. I don't think I've got to a football game since then. Also,
it's a good reason to quit.
remember after Hurricane Katrina, the Giants were supposed to go to Louisiana to play,
Right.
and they didn't. Instead, the Saints came up here. I went to that game.
Nice.
That was an interesting game. Like crowd-wise, that was a very interesting game.
I believe it.
That was a very NFL crowd. That was not a Giants or Saints crowd. Very NFL crowd. Nice play. I don't like anything that you just did there.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get the guy second, so went for the early out.
Oh!
Ooh, Benny
Wow.
Zobrist. That's why you get you a flashback Zobrist. All about the angles.
I don't like it. I don't like one bit.
I know. Well, you're up 4-1. You should like it.
No.
I do like where I am with Syndergaard's pitch count here.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. Nothing in one.
I know the bullpen's not just as bad, so.
For him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah.
like just as bad to face. Get out of here. Remember when I pulled him after the show on a free pack?
I think you were cheating.
I was.
Man, I don't even know what to throw you anymore. 74 pitches. Holy Christ.
Nice circle change. High circle change, just waiting to get beat the other way.
Let's just say that might not have been supposed to be what it was. Chris Bryant.
Oh, Chris Bryant.
Cannon?
No. There we go, baby. Bagwell, too good. Watch out, Bagwell's got a 57 steal rating.
Who's batting? Alfred Molina?
Donaldson. Alfred Molina? Does he look like Dr. Octopus? Ooh, starting to time it. Here goes the curveball to make me look foolish.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Try to slide step too.
Tried it.
That. You got me on the first one. After that, we're on the same page here. Well,
I couldn't throw it on the last pitch after what you said, so.
Benny Zobrist. Give me that 100 mile an hour right down the middle.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Start thinking.
There's a pull hitter. Maybe you should pull all your infielders to the right side of the field.
Why is Jake Diekman in my bullpen?
Because Jake Diekman's like poor man's Sale. Actually, he might be better than Sale.
He's got a wind up that I'm not sure I'm a fan of. Whoa. That was not supposed to be there.
Lucky it was a sinker, not a fastball. That'll work.
Great.
That'll work.
Great. Can I get my meter, please?
Zobrist is like the star of this game so far for me.
This Stanton kid
Defense.
got an arm.
Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know about this.
That's the problem is.
Oh, man, I didn't miss it by much, though.
There's a real straight slider. Just saying.
Are you talking about Syndergaard?
Yeah. This thing's not really breaking that much.
Yeah. Remember, it was added, though. Well, no, wasn't it updated at some point? It wasn't just added. It was updated. Oh, terrible swing. I don't even know what I'm swinging at with that.
Chop and broccoli, I believe is the term.
Yeah. Oh, I got a decision here. He hasn't been great. I've got the bullpen to make it the rest of the way. Wait a second, hold on. You've got Diekman up. You've also got Kenley Jansen. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this.
We'll grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 11, Edgar Martinez.
All right, Edgar. Don't prove me wrong. That big blue cold spot doesn't look good, though.
Wow. Clear blue easy.
Curveball looked at here for strike.
Clear eyes. Or no, what is it?
What was it?
Clear eyes, open
full
hearts.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Holiday is under it.
We're doing this. We're doing this.
Are we doing this? I don't know if Matt
We're doing
Holliday's got
this.
an arm.
No, he doesn't. No,
He
he
just threw his
doesn't.
whole body into it. I love it.
What's going on, Brady?
Scoring there. What a big second out. Standing in now with
He was just. I was just using him, Brady, against TJ. What did you think about Kershaw facing him?
You don't pitch like a jerk.
What do you mean I don't pitch like a jerk?
I mean, a lot of people pitch with Kershaw like a jerk. I don't know how to describe that. Oh, God.
Please down the line with Ozzy. I don't throw a ton of off speed with him. I'm more focused, like I said, on getting the ball inside. Oh,
Are there
I can't
two
believe
outs?
I
I
wasted
hope there's
that.
two
Yeah, there is.
You could be lying to me.
So yeah, I throw more fastball sinker and then use the curveball as a strikeout pitch when I get to 2 strikes. A lot of people throw 12-6, 12-6, 12-6, 12-6. So
Yeah. As long as you're not facing a dirt dog, he's not terrible, I would say.
yeah, I mean the windup isn't like that deceptive.
He's no Chris Sale.
I wasn't hitting my spots tonight, so not terrible.
Matt Holiday will dig in now. He's lined out.
All right, you ready for this?
Sure. I'm just going to take the next 4 pitches because I assume you're going to walk me.
Yes, I am.
You know, it's only the 6th inning.
Yeah.
We're in like the 8th.
So much for taking the next 4 pitches.
There's also a ball.
Throw the ball. Throw the ball, Mont. No, well, Boiler's asking you specifically. Brady's asking you, what are you feeling about facing Kershaw? So you said if a guy's a dirt dog, throws it in the ground all the time.
Yeah, if he's one of those guys. If you're playing a jerk, he's kind of hard to hit. But if you're playing someone that actually knows how to pitch, I feel like he's not that bad.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Rios on the run.
You think someone that knows how to pitch? Well, the problem is I know how to pitch, I just can't.
I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say.
Gets the call to bat for himself.
You're talking about people that just,
Someone who's not pitching like a jerk and is trying to pitch like real, I feel like Kershaw's easy to hit.
Robinson
Does that make sense?
will get the
I guess I gotta get out of that sense.
If you're not facing someone that throws high fastballs and then the super low curveballs, then he's hard to hit.
I don't think his high fastball is that hard to hit. It's only 93. I mean, granted, against his curveball, I get that, but I mean, what do you think, Brady? You have enough experience to tell us too. I'm curious as to your opinion.
I find Jose Fernandez to be the easiest pitcher to hit off in this game.
I love when people have Fernandez next to me. Oh,
Yeah, what up?
that's a ballsy take. I mean, 1-2.
Yeah, what up?
Man, how in the world do you take that?
Sweet Robbie Cano got an eye.
tapped out in front
Hit that
of home.
rough out of that one.
Got an eye. Swings the low change. You see why I like Mott though, in terms of the way I pitch. Like just everything moves. Doesn't like move a ton, but moves just enough. And his cutter's pretty sick too. So, all right, who are we bringing in from the bullpen? Will it be Kenley Jansen or will it be Jake Diekman to face Alex Rios, Matt Kemp, and Mike Trout? The thing for me, Brady, is if you face somebody that can control his fastball, which he has good control over it, I don't think the high. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So the sinker is an issue as a hitter. All sinkers are an issue. Well, if you can use the sinker off the fastball, I think the fastball becomes more important, especially if you can hit inside corner. You know as well as anybody, once you get to the championship series, your PCI shrinks, and I think being able to hit your inside spots, not in the strike zone, but just inside, I think those are some of the hardest places.
Just inside, one of my favorite closers in baseball.
I think those are some of the hardest places to tell if the pitch is going to be in or out.
Yeah, if you can work just off the edges on the insides. That's good.
And I don't see many people that can. Like I said, I've seen Rebel do it. Rebel does it with the best of them. Rebel doesn't rely on on any kind of heat fastball. Rebel can pitch inside with the best of them. That's where I got that idea from tweeting today. Ooh, I love that slider. I love that his slider cutter is so similar.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Yep.
I was so pissed when I pulled Kenley Johnson. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's going for like 11,000. I feel like that might be like his drop value might be 11,000.
Right, Brady. And what I'm saying is, if you get somebody that can tell, that can sit there and say to themselves, "Hey, I'm not going to swing at this. I'm going to make you throw inside," and that's the key is make him throw pitches. I mean, even if it's inside, unless you got 2 strikes on you, you don't have to swing at anything.
Also, make him throw pitches you want to hit, which is my whole philosophy.
I think that's the one thing that I see lost in Diamond Dynasty. Ooh, nice slider. It's a good thing because you missed that one, didn't you?
Way off.
I was looking cutter. But I think that's the one thing that I miss the most when I watch people play Diamond Dynasty specifically is I think people lose the fact that you don't have to swing at everything in the strike zone.
Whoa, I don't know where that pitch is going. Okay.
I can tell you where it's going. Oh, get out of here. Come on. Oh, my God.
I was working on something. Interesting. I didn't even know what pitch that was. Yo, Carl Crawford had himself a knife.
Matt Holliday? Did Matt Holliday just rob that?
Matt Holliday just robbed you, bro. You got a problem with that?
No, I don't have a
Take it up with someone else.
That's not even flashback Holiday. That's just freaking Holiday. I'm so done with you. There's your high fastball. Yeah, that was neat, Brady. Eat me.
Get down. Get down.
Get down on it. Down on it.
I'm so confused by Matt Foley.
He said wrecked. I got wrecked because I should have had that.
Yeah,
oh, how do you even know that that's coming in?
I'm more confused that his name is Matt Foley, but his name's Tyler.
What?
Trust me.
Holiday is not soft. S-A-W-F-T, soft. Boiler, can I turn you on to the Fernando Rodney?
Can I turn you on to this home run that's about to be hit? Ooh!
Get out of here.
Got him.
I do like the flashback Jansen, though, by the way.
Oh, psychological war games right there.
Uh-huh. Only because you know I look at it.
Psychologicals. Go up in your head, bro.
Oh, no.
Oh, just got under. I've been getting under everything. Matt Foley does not explain how his name is Tyler, but it says Matt Foley. I'm assuming that's the same Matt Foley as this Matt Foley.
Is he Mick's son?
Yes. Dive head first.
Put it down. Oh,
yeah,
come on.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't even know who that was. I had the balls to send him, though.
Herrera, Osuna, and Cishek. Yeah.
Is that too low? Bam.
Flashback Cishek, right? Brady? I have looked at him a couple times. I have Osuna. I have Herrera. Dude, I got Rodney. Rodney's two-seamer and circle change are just deadly. How?
That's going to
we
get
go.
down for a base hit. Tulowitzki will take the turn and head for home. But it is
Terrible, terrible.
as they take the lead
What
here
you know
in the
about
late
that,
going.
too?
I don't even know how in the world.
you know about that?
Again, how in the world did you hit that? It's completely out of the strike zone.
I believe the term is hella dope.
Right.
Oh, Drew Smiley? Turn that
Yep.
frown upside down.
Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen.
Yeet!
Out in front of it, strike one.
Come after Mott and try to Drew Smiley and see what happens.
Fastball misses
Hey, that one.
inside. It's even at
Just
one.
watch.
2 out with the man at first. Hit hard to shoot.
Bro, I do the same thing I do with Daniel Murphy every time. Bam!
With friggin' Ichiro at the left field.
Slap, slap, slap it out. Would be a home run if he had more power.
Yeah, especially with that motion from Cishek. Yeah, and the flashbacks got better per nine and stuff. So
You know what's the best per nine? Home runs per nine. Oh.
Now a swing and a miss as they
Same.
start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. It swung out and missed the throw.
really, did you? I don't even know why I didn't see it.
A little hit and run going on there. Ooh, there.
Hit in the air to
Oh!
moving under it.
I haven't figured you'd know it was coming. It's still popping up.
Ends the inning.
All right, so two runs. I got 6 outs to do it in. Okay, we do that.
Jeff Bagwell comes to the plate and
We
he'll
can do that,
start
do
us
that.
off in the 8th. Goose Gossage
Bring me the head of Goose Gossage.
take over to start inning number 8.
Quack, quack.
San Diego one or the 92?
88 San Diego. He dropped his glove. Oh,
Yep.
Jesus. This can't be good.
Yep.
Whoa. This is like picking pitches real quick for me.
Now a swing
Well, I'm not
and
paying
a ball
attention.
popped high.
Oh, come on! How did I get under that?
Well, it's quite simple. Goose Gossage.
It's because we're
Phenomenal.
both taking pitches, Shutty. Well, I'm taking pitches and TJ's found them off.
Will stride in. He's
I feel like this game's.
single.
What time did we start at?
Gossage has the target.
11:30.
Pitch on the way.
This is a normal Diamond Dynasty game for me, by the way.
Right-hander as this is
Yeah,
a ball
35,
over the
45 minutes, yeah.
I'm so annoying to play against.
Boy, that fastball is just
Don't always win, but you're gonna throw pitches against me at least.
I kind of like Goose Gossage's windup.
ripped down the line.
Get through there. We
Tries
go.
for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
I think Ozuna's got the speed on him. I like Gossage a little bit, but I do like that Ozuna a lot. Oh, there was an error on it's the second error of the night on him.
Oh, Mad Holiday?
He's ready.
No, Chris Bryant.
They gave Chris Bryan there.
On the outside.
Yeah, it was an E5.
I don't think so.
Runners
My
on
guess.
first with one down.
That thing, like,
He falls
Aye.
behind 0-2.
man, it's a move.
Throw over to first.
Trying to mix it up a
Don't
bit.
want to forget about it.
Mm-hmm. The one thing I don't like about the slide step in this game
Here it comes.
is so like, let's say Cishek, right?
Runner at first,
For
one man out.
if you sidestep with him, he throws overhand and
Oh,
still
that's
throws his
weird.
pitches.
Sent on the ground out to second.
That's super weird.
Tulowitzki for
Yeah.
one.
Nice play, Tulo.
Great stretch
Yeah,
there
good
to
arm.
make
That's
the
what.
difference.
That's. I'm telling you.
Double play.
That's one of the reasons I would take the flashback Tulo over the A-Rod, because the flashback and obviously this is not the flashback. This is the rookie flashback, but
One of the few guys
flashback A-Rod may not make that play.
Possible.
is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over.
Everyone has those, like Brady, like Paul's got Will Myers. Paul rakes with Will
The
Myers.
thrill? Yeah. You
Yeah.
saw that home run he hit a couple minutes ago?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Christian Yelich
Defensive
is
replacement.
gonna grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the eighth as they look
What you
for
gonna
some
do?
insurance. Fastball
Nice pitch.
gets the inside corner, strike one.
Nice pitch.
Fastball.
Shutty, we still down to play after this?
Ruled a ball, 1-1.
Hopefully this game, my Shutty game goes way quicker. Nice pitch.
2-1 now.
I'm just waiting. Waiting for that little something something.
Chopped to third.
Oh, I just missed it. Oh,
I knew what you're waiting for.
I had it sitting there.
Oh, you got Prime Tulo? Yeah.
Posey stands into the box. Good
Oh, because you've got Murphy on the other side. Gotcha.
Murph Diesel, the greatest player in this game.
He's set. Here it comes.
I like it. I
Jammed
like
him
the
a bit
idea.
there as it's fouled at the plate.
I gotta make my Indians team real quick.
0-1 on its way. Hit hard to the right.
Ooh,
Foul.
ooh.
Bases are empty, one man.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a ball hit
That was
in the
stupid.
air.
I wish Snake was here, Snake Doctor, because he always asks about. That's what the two-seamer does, and I know you know it, and I know it, but that's the kind of pitch. That's where the two-seamer should go. I think the people that have the most problem with the two-seamer try to throw it for a strike.
Ew, yeah.
So. Oh, if it didn't have Miller up, that's all right.
Now action in the
I need to warm someone up.
Their closer starts to get loose out there.
Now you think about that? Shutty says he'll play both tonight if you want.
No, I gotta go to sleep after one. I should probably go to sleep after this one. But.
Rounded up the first base.
Whoa.
0-1.
Did you feel it? I felt it in my balls.
I didn't feel it there.
You're not going up there again, are you?
Flying
Yeah, I am.
hard to
Why?
right center.
Salty can have it.
Salty professional hitter.
Salty can have it. It's not a home run. That's a win with Salty for me.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And here comes the
Huh?
speedy Carl
What are you thinking?
Crawford.
What are you thinking?
Don't be that guy. I will bean you and quit this game.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
What if Salty steals?
Ground
I will
ball sent back up the middle.
legitimately be pissed.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over.
So yeah, that's why I like the Rodney. Is those pitches? I mean, and he's got the slider in reserve just in case you need it for anything. So defensive replacement. Yelich is in left field. That's pretty solid. Crawford, Yelich, and a little Stanton in right field, who is underrated defensively.
Jake Diekman
Who are we getting here?
come on now
Jake
to
Diekman to
wrap this
close?
up here in the top of the ninth.
Okay. Oh, because Salty was coming in. Okay.
First one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Now action.
Yeah, so now I have, for the folks at home, don't tell Chris, I have
Rally starter as he's up off the bench,
Miller
ready to lead
and
it off in the ninth.
Papelbon warming up.
I already knew you had Miller and Pavlon because I went into the menu and when I paused it.
Just Monty Grandal. I should probably take this guy out.
You can't take him out. You got to hit the one guy.
Toward left center field.
Go. Come on. Oh,
Tracks him
man.
down. Nice play for the first out.
Fernando Rodney. We're keeping Rodney in
Ready to take
to hit.
his first cuts here.
I mean, you can.
I'm all right.
Tulowitzki will move into the on-deck circle now.
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk.
Oh, your fantasy? Boiler, that's terrible.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Do you pitch with Diekman or do you bring in another reliever? I mean, you're up 2 runs, so at this point it won't even matter. Who in the world is texting you? And tell them to stop.
You know who it is.
I know who it is.
Do you? You can
No.
take a guess and you probably get it right.
Baseline.
Oh my God, Chris Bryant.
Gets
You're
through.
atrocious at third base.
Base hit.
Chris Bryant's not good. Told you.
Ozzie Smith stands into the box.
If you had one guess on who would be texting me,
0 for 3 in the game so far.
which means it's it would be semi-important.
No idea.
Ready
If
with
it's not like an IM, this is a text message.
drops in a strike.
Ooh, someone has your phone number?
Yeah,
I don't even have that.
I think that narrows it down to like one person. That you
Uh-oh.
one that you would guess.
Yeah, it's her.
Bryant's gotta get rid of it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
No, that's incorrect.
She's like, it's time.
Alex Rios
Get
goes
off.
to the plate as the last chance.
All right, do I leave? Do I leave? All right, I'm leaving Alex Rios.
Here, what's
in.
funny? That with you said, it could have been my wife doing that.
That's what I meant.
It's time. Get off.
That's what I meant. That's what I say. It's
yeah.
time. Get the hell off the, get
No.
off the hell off the computer.
Not her.
Jonathan
Really?
Dupont is on now to try to
Huh.
close things down here in the ninth.
My wife is well asleep.
It's good to have a
Gotcha.
veteran like this to turn to in the
It's
pinch.
time.
The left-handed hitting Luis
It's
Gonzalez
time.
has moved out into the on-deck
Luis?
This is happening right now.
Luis Polonia.
Yes, Luis Polonia.
Come on, man. Get your one guess in there and be done with it.
I don't know. I legitimately don't know who would be texting you.
Who I would have to know them in real life to have my phone number.
I mean, it would have to be one of your slackies. Then in that case, I don't know. I mean, family member?
No. All right, guys. This has been a great stream. I'm gonna play Shutty after this. You can hang out.
I'm out. No,
You're
I'm out.
All right. Don't forget, guys. Wednesday, twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. I'll be streaming some Out of the Park baseball over there. Shutty, send me an invite. I can't believe you're leaving me, man. That's messed up.
Of course I'm leaving you. It's almost 12:30.
Who cares, man?
I do.
We gotta play Shutty. Dude, just put Discord on your phone.
No, I'm not sticking around for your grind game.
Just put Discord on your phone and we'll just keep chatting.
It's on my phone. We have an OS Discord. Didn't you know that?
I don't know. Why would you do that? Who uses Discord? Oh my god, did you hear Hangouts on Air is going away?
Carl, dude, be great. Just kidding. Bye. Thanks for stopping by, Carl.
Thanks, Carl. But did you hear Hangouts on Air is going away?
Yeah, I did. It's going into YouTube.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's going to work, but...
Nah. I don't question Google anymore.
No, but I mean, how are you going to do a group call like that in YouTube?
I didn't actually see Carl put that on there, so I'm guessing I subbed in Luis Gonzalez, and that's where he said be great, and then I hit a grounder to first. It's like, oh, see it.
You were great.
Carl, you should know by now, I am the brains behind this, not the brawn. I do not play well online.
And definitely not the beauty.
I mean, it's debatable.
Oh no, let me put Vinny Pestano in. That's who I keep forgetting to put in for this team.
The flashback. So I'm out of here, boys.
All right, I see how it is. That's how you're gonna be.
Have a fun rest of the. Well, it's not banter anymore. Once I'm gone, it's no longer banter. It's just bull.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor.
I can't say what PSP is, but I'm all in. I'm all in, Carl. You know that. And Carl, we're gonna finish this off right now. So, but
well, you're gonna finish this off.
Carl's got the notion, and Carl tweeted this earlier, and he's very correct.
The notion in the ocean.
For people that are MLB streamers, and I know a lot of you are listening to this or will listen to this at some point. Do not stop streaming because your crowd goes down.
What crowd?
Your crowd's going down because Madden's coming out. You are as important. The people that are going to continue to stream are going to be the core of this community for years to come.
You know what I like to say?
Diamond Dynasty is still in its infancy.
Crowd never goes up. So.
Yep. Well, what I'm saying is Diamond Dynasty is still in its infancy. Have fun while you're streaming. Be the core of this community and be the important part of this community, like Carl and guys like Clutch Silver, and even Brady. I'll admit is part of that. So keep being that guy
you want to see in the world.
Yes, be the change that you want to see in the world, or don't and eat me.
Don't eat you.
Don't eat me.
Don't eat him. Millennium, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Get out of the bullpen. Get into the game.
See you, boys.
Who's the Indian third baseman? Oh, I'm putting Tulo here. Sorry. Can't believe that guy just left me. That hurts on the inside. He's probably still here, but. All right, Shutty, you ready to do this?
I'll never leave.
I know, and I don't know how to exit Discord, so. I need to do my outfield. Coco Livio. All right, he's gone. Now that he's gone, we can really talk. The Orioles, worst team in the AL East. Let's get straight. Let's get that straight right now. I couldn't name one player on the Orioles. Unless Eddie Murray's still there. And he ain't. Center fielder is not Rajai Davis. Who's the center fielder I need to be using here? Oh, I did a bomb with him in the last game I played with these guys. Oh, Lofton. Manny Machado, quite possibly the most overrated player in the world. Cal Ripken Jr. is legit, though. So watch your mouth. Indians right fielder. Indians right fielder. Is someone good, too? That's the problem. Why can't I think of it? Who do I play there? Not Stanton. I play Bradley there. That's what it is. All right. I think this is a lineup. This is a lineup, officially. Too low. I assume that invite is still in there. I don't hate this lineup. It's bad, Carlos. Break those guys up. Do that. Yeah, I kind of do want to put Tyler Naquin in. I couldn't find him last time I was actually playing. Did they move his position? Or did they give him a downgrade or something? Operation Sports, please watch the language. Thank you. Alright, you better not have this on quick counts or anything. We're knocking this game out in a half hour, and it's going to be great. Believe in it. As I believe in you. Okay. Oh, what are we doing? Crosley Field? Yes, sir. Again, guys, don't forget Thursday Night Throwdown coming up this week. We're going to be playing the Xbox One EA Access preview of Madden NFL 17 it is, I believe. He's got a lefty on the mound. Not a huge fan of that. We're going to play Rajah Davis instead of Mr. Crisp. After 281 plate appearances, Bartolo Colon walked. 99 Bumgardner on the hill? I didn't even look at the thing. Better not be 99 Bumgardner. Based on records, I should look. Oh, it isn't 99 Bumgardner. That's a problem. That's not going to be a problem. I got this. We got this. Oh, imagine. Imagine that's how we started it off. Like a triple piece? That'd be legit. Alright, alright. Let's get focused. Tulo, we need the doubles with him. So, if we get a hit, we're going to. Get through. Come on. Come on. Come on, Francisco. I should have put Napoli in as well. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A little bouncer. Foul ball, strike 2. Did a good job to shorten up. Shutty, what is your Twitter? Is Shutty 43? 1 and 2, here it comes. I'm trying to tweet this out. Another one sent foul. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Ready to deliver the 1 and 2. Takes this the other way to right. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Michael Brantley set to take his first cut. All right, now we get it going. Look at this. Now we got a rally going. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. 2 hits. You're living a life just like a movie star over here. Maria, Maria. Oh! I believed in it. I believed in the swing. Swing and a ball chop foul right at home plate. Well, that's not good. We're not playing this other Shutty 44. Get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1 and 2. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1 and 2.
swung on and lifted in the air to left
Get
center.
down.
On the move, he tracks it down, and that will
What is it?
end the
It's not
inning.
Shutty 43.
Right back to work as the shortstop.
Name's
Jose
not
Reyes
Leon
digs in to
Shutty.
lead off the bottom of inning number 1.
The shortstop, Jose Reyes.
All right. Kluber on the mound. I feel like I pitch terribly with Kluber.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Lost it in the air.
Not where that pitch was
toward
supposed to be.
right center. Brantley
I'll take it,
under
though. I'll take the result.
1 away. Coming to the plate now, Felipe Blunt, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left.
Who is
handed
this gentleman?
here. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1.
Didn't catch your name for this
Bases are empty,
batter.
1 man out.
Felipe Blunt. Blount? Blunt force trauma.
1-1.
Oh, also, did the volume of the game get better? Let me know that.
Ground
I turned that up a
ball
while
right
ago, but I
side.
didn't check to see if it's better.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third,
Albert Pujols
First
gets
baseman.
his first cuts
Albert.
now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away.
99 Pujols
Spring.
coming at you.
Doing so far.
Ugh. Lindor, you got to get there.
Make this guy work a little.
Miguel Cabrera set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Miguel Cabrera.
This is a long bullpen banter episode
Here
tonight.
it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets
Hope you guys
fouled.
enjoyed
0-1.
the meat of the show.
Two out with the man at first. Good cut that time by Cabrera, but he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. Hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get him.
And
Okay, so
we'll
after
have to leave
this,
it there as the play is made
we
here
should
to
have one
end
more
the
game
inning.
with these guys. Hopefully I can knock that out tomorrow. And that'll give me Carlos Santana, and I believe it's Gaylord Perry is the embody mission.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Into the seats, 0-1. Bumgarner has his sign.
Yeah, he'll be.
0-1 on its
Microsoft
way.
really needs to get themselves a baseball game.
Another one fouled off, and he's
RBI
quickly
baseball is just
behind
not
0-2.
cutting it.
You know, some of Jason Kipnis' teammates affectionately call him Dirtbag because he has a habit of giving his body.
I'm still very surprised they didn't try to pick up the baseball team from Konami when all that stuff went down. The pro baseball spirits games that they were putting out in Japan were pretty amazing, though even they had given up on the 360 many years ago.
Riding in, Rajay Davis. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Davis.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Grounded to short. Reyes right there on to first. And
You know, it's a
Bumgarner
dope game on
rolling
Xbox,
right
though.
through him here. 2
Super
away
Mega
now.
Baseball.
Yan Gomes.
That is a
into
tough
the
game.
box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Fly ball out toward left center field.
Get down.
There,
Ugh.
and he'll make the catch.
I believe Microsoft still does have the rights to High Heat, unless those have been transferred somewhere else.
Win will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
I did do a funny
And this one's nowhere close as that
April
bounces
Fool's
to the
post a couple
plate
years
for
ago
ball 1.
on ThatSportsGamer.com saying that they were bringing back High Heat.
Pulled toward right center field.
The power of the cloud. You could make a great baseball game there.
One down. Al Kaline steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here. Here's the first pitch to him. In tight with the curveball. Backed up on him a little there, and it's ball 1. And they
Yeah,
get him
come
to
on.
chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
Pump those fastballs inside. If you had a two-seam, that'd be even better. I should probably throw the sinker, but I don't want to throw the sinker high.
And there are 2 gone now. Robinson Cano gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
EA lost the
Into
license
the windup, here comes the 0-1.
back in the day, and I assume the startup cost of building a new baseball game has kept them away. Well, the startup cost and the low number of sales. I think of all these sports, of the major sports games, of the 4 major sports games in North America, I believe MLB sells the least. Even when there was all the other sports games as well.
Corey Kluber set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
I did like those college baseball games they put out.
Pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe
With
he
the
gets something
rock and fire
started here
pitcher.
to help himself out.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run.
It's actually funny. They did put out
One away here
a
to
long
begin
time
the
ago.
third.
I want to say
Back to the top of the order now, and standing in is the veteran center fielder Kenny Lofton.
I want to say like 6 or 7 years ago.
Third inning,
Oh,
no score
wow.
at this point.
Might even be longer than that. They put out a Facebook game that was essentially it was essentially baseball Ultimate Team. That was a long time ago, though. I believe it was called World Series Superstars, MLB Superstars,
Left center, Quinn.
something like that.
He gets there, and that's the second out. Into the box now, Troy Tulowitzki. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
The name of the game.
Settling in now, Francisco Lindor. He reached on a
World
single
Series
in his
Superstars.
first try. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Colin has it going.
Garner sets.
And essentially, that World Series Superstars was essentially Ultimate Team on Facebook.
Is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Yogi
Oh,
Berra
wow, this was a real long
is
time
into the
ago.
box
This
in the
article,
bottom
yeah,
of
it's an
inning
article
number
from
3.
2011.
Catcher, Yogi
So yeah, about 5-6 years ago.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
So I mean, it's not like they're not willing to do stuff, but I just don't know if I see a
Protecting on 0-2, so
AAA
we'll do it
simulation
again.
baseball game coming from EA
Wind up
anytime
and
soon.
the 0-2
I would
pitch.
love to see it though.
Chop foul at the plate.
We need competition
Stays
in the
alive,
space.
Still 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Bounce to first. Glove by Santana. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
How's it going there, Colin?
Madison Bumgarner stands
Pitcher,
in.
Madison Bumgarner.
Hey, Colin. Look, let me tell you something, Colin.
Grounded down the third baseline.
Too low with the arm strength. Bam. He can play third base, folks.
Jose Reyes. He'll try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Almost want to save that clip.
A couple pitches too. That's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit.
We need to hurry this up.
Felipe Blunt stands
So we
in.
can pee and get out of here.
1 after grounding out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, I shouldn't say roll
And
anything.
here's a ball hit in the air. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Albert Pujols stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners.
Got to be careful here with the 99 Pujols.
Big at bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Kipnis.
Excellently pitched.
And that's the third out. Michael Brantley is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah.
Boy, Michael Brantley certainly has blossomed into one of the elite players in this league. He's a good all-around talent, and in 2014 was really his coming out party.
Line drive
Get
to left.
there.
And a
Beautiful.
base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Beautiful.
Carlos Santana is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Carlos Santana.
How do I keep getting those hits? Skill, talent,
On the ground for
handsomeness.
Cano. This could be 2. Reined in. On to Pujols at first,
All these
and
things
it's
lead
a
to these
double
hits.
play. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
I need to
First
put
pitch
something together,
hacking
though.
here, and that's the first strike. Tapped out in
Yeah,
front
that's
of
not gonna
home.
do it.
Throw over to Pujols at
Show me the
first to take care
wheels.
of him to end the inning. Miguel Cabrera set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time
Too
power.
low.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Tony Gwynn. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating
I feel like this might be the best pitch. This is the best game I've pitched with Kluber in quite a while, and I'm terrified to say that out loud because I assume that means he's gonna blow it. What's going on, SoCal?
Kluber steps into his windup. First pitch on the way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first.
Get there,
digging
Lofton.
for 2
Nice.
now. And he'll make it in there with
Sometimes
a
with Lofton, you just hope to hold him to a double.
man at second here with 2 away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. And he'll power in a fastball.
Nice.
That time.
Nice.
4 for strike 1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters
Oh.
right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80%
Not what I wanted.
first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
No offer on that one.
That's kind of what I wanted, but not the outcome I was looking for.
3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Nope.
3-2
Nope,
now.
nope, 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 nope.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swung on.
Ooh,
and
got
that's
him.
the final
Yes,
hit of the inning.
yes, yes. Through 4. We both have 4
Roger
hits.
Davis heads for the
Unbelievable.
box to start off the 5th in this one.
No runs to speak of.
Nothing going on there.
Rajai Davis going yard there.
At the leadoff man.
Oh, tried to climb the ladder.
He goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. Reyes is there to put this one away, and it's a very quick out to start the 5th.
The batter.
Yan Gomes is at the plate now.
Come on,
Fly
Yan.
out in his first at bat. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Bumgarner's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. He takes
Good
it
change,
off
good
there, and
change.
way out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he is putting on
I feel
a
like you don't
clinic
throw
out there
any
right now.
fastballs with him.
These guys don't know what to look for.
That's
This
really
is
throwing me
skied
off.
into short left center. Calling for it, Gwynn. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Corey Kluber is into the box for his
It's
second
really throwing me
appearance.
off.
0 for 1 with a fly out.
Probably gonna throw one now. It's gonna be upset me.
Hit down the third base line.
Get down the line. Show me that hustle
Throw
four
to
speed.
Walls is going to be in time, and the inning is over. Yogi Berra comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet. Getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Now a hard liner towards short.
Lindor
And the throw to first
gets
is in time,
the
1
slow
gone.
barrel.
Madison Bumgarner stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here comes the first pitch.
Bum G is not a guy I want to mess
Curveball
around with.
there. No balls and a strike.
You don't pitch him like a pitcher. You
Good
gotta
hard
pitch him like a real
sinker
hitter.
swung on and missed, 0-2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
The burger.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive.
Ham guy, aka Hamburger.
Oh, and a good
Things that
curveball
make you go,
time as it's taken for a
burger.
called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Jed Lowry to have season-ending
Top of
foot
the order.
surgery.
And stepping
Says
in
Jane
at
Lee of the
shortstop,
MLB.
Jose Reyes. Belted high and deep into right center.
Get out there, Lofton. Go get it.
Racing back.
Atta boy.
He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Kenny Lofton makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started.
Oh.
Set the table for a little
Had to
bit of a
test him.
rout.
Had to
And
test him.
Lofton can't quite beat it out as he's retired at first on the bunt attempt.
Come on, Tulo. Come on, Tulo. Come on, Tulo.
As his target. Here comes the first pitch. Troy Tulowitzki is at the plate as he looks
Need
at
a
0-1.
double.
Not too
Need
many
a double.
strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally
That's
you'd
not
like
double.
to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're
I think I have 5 of the required 15 doubles for Tulo.
Help you. You don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
So we're making slow
Francisco
progress.
Lindor will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
You know, I think he's had a good
Yeah,
approach
what am I
to
swinging
his
at?
first 2 at-bats.
I don't
He's seeing the
know.
ball well and put some decent swings on it.
Chop foul right at home plate.
Come on, Lindor.
Rocket to third.
Ooh,
But
try
there
to put it
take
through
is
Miggy.
Cabrera, and with that, the side is
Is that
retired.
live, Miggy?
Felipe Blunt gets things
The
started here in
ace
the
of
6th for the
spades.
hometown team.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning. He makes good contact.
That's
and
the
he can
problem.
run.
That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. Around
Oh,
first, heading for second
get the
now.
animation right.
And he'll
Come
round it
on.
to try for third. And he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate. But no, he'll put
That's
on
a
the
problem.
brakes and head back to third. So a runner 90 feet away with nobody
That's
out.
gonna
And
be a
standing
problem.
in. Trouble now in the person
That
of
is live,
Albert
Miggy,
Pujols. Swing,
Oh,
and he pops
jeez.
him up.
Lucked out there.
Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. 1 away. So a runner stands at third. 1 man is out, and that'll bring in the ever-dangerous third baseman, Miguel Cabrera. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
Maybe you need to get flashback prime Miggy.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball.
Just
1-1.
saying.
Hard hit toward the hole.
Oh,
Can't make the play. It's a base hit. The run comes
breaks
across
up
to
the
score, and
shutout.
they jump ahead 1-0. Tony Gwynn steps in with 1 in, 1 out.
Astros are good. Good young team. Surprised they're not better this year.
Here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Really expecting them to put it together this year, but especially after last year. But
Davis will
was
raise
not in
to
the
his
cards for
left
him.
as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Al Kaline will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up. He'll look for another pitch he can
Are they
drive.
in wild card contention?
From the stretch. Sent in the air.
I'm trying to check right now.
Central. Lofton is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Michael Brantley will stand in here to start the seventh in a game that's been sailing along.
They are 4.5 games out of the wild card.
And now K-Rod Francisco Rodriguez is up throwing in the bullpen.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
Grounded
Killing me
back
with all his
up the
off-speed
middle.
stuff.
Cano has it. Throw
Good
right
hustle,
field on
Brantley.
time. So
Good.
hustle there, and
Good
the
hustle.
tying run is aboard to lead things off here.
First baseman.
He's set. Here it comes.
Santana.
Now a little dribbler up the line to first. And reined in one away.
Hey, way to move him over.
So stepping in, Jason Kipnis. As he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
They need to jump 3
A little
teams.
tardy there.
The
No
Tigers,
balls and a
Seattle, Boston.
strike. Here's a swing and a high pop-up.
Well,
Drifting
technically 4
toward the
teams,
third
because they'd
base
also have to
dugout.
pass either Baltimore or
And there
Toronto.
to bring it in is Cabrera for route number 2. So a big moment here, and standing in, Rajay Davis.
We just named the
So
Blue Jays the
representing
4th
the
best
Boston
team.
go-ahead run.
Yeah,
Line
East.
drive, base hit left field. Brantley
I feel like it's
rounds
offline.
third, heading for home.
Not offline at all.
And he is out at the plate.
Not
They
offline
are
at all.
denied a chance at tying the ball. The second baseman Robinson Cano will stand in now. He flew out
It
in
looked
his first
offline.
time
Looked like he
around.
threw it high.
Was a strikeout victim last time. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Lofton has it in his tracks. He's got it one away.
Had to risk it.
Yogi
Got to risk it
Berra will
for the
stand in
biscuit.
again. Couple of
As
groundouts
I
for
said.
him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a
Carlos
small
Santana
adjustment.
with the glove work.
And he'll take this to the bag
You're 9?
himself, and there are 2 away now. Madison Bumgarner.
Are you allowed to be on Twitch if you're under the age of 13?
Grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Can I get a ruling
Yeah,
on
not
that?
showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Davis is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch inning as the side is retired. Jan Gomes comes to the plate, and he'll start us off.
All
in
right,
the
let's
inning.
go.
And so
Let's
far in this
go.
one, they're still getting shut out, so this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get
We
on
need
base, 'cause they've been
runs.
held in check all game.
Warm up that pen. Let's do this.
0-1 count and the pitch. And it's quickly
Yeah.
0-2. And a change
Oh, what am I swinging at?
Missed for the first out. Corey Kluber will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
No, no, I want to take him out.
Split the difference
I want to take him out.
and the grounder he's put in play, we've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Mike Napoli will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Marlon's going to get A-Rod. Don't believe what you hear.
Set up away with the change.
I believe it will happen.
1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery.
Yeah, I
Swinging a
definitely
ball
don't
line
think
hard
A-Rod is
towards
done.
short. And
Too much of the talk
throw
was,
is
this is his
inside
final
for
at
the
bat
second out.
with the
Kenny
Yankees.
Lofton will stand
This is
in.
his final
They've done
game
a good job keeping him off
with the
the
Yankees.
top of the lineup. He's 0 for
It's like everybody was hedging their bets.
Not really providing the spark that they usually
That's
hope
why
to
I
get
also
out of
don't
him.
believe that it's his
Maybe
final
he can
game.
make something
I believe the
happen
Marlins are in
right
play.
Looped
I
out
feel
to
like
short.
Tampa Bay should be in play.
Throw over to Flab
He
at first. He'll take
literally
it
wrecks the
out
ball
to
down
end
there.
the inning.
I also would not mind seeing the Mariners go back and picking him up. as they did with Karen Jr.
Digs in to lead off the bottom of the
I mean,
eighth
4 home
inning.
runs away.
Now time is called as both
Just
guys in the
why
bullpen are
would
ready to
you
go.
why would you walk away?
Tommy Hunter is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the eighth.
Granted, he hasn't played much of first base. Hasn't played much of third base in a long time. I feel like he could be serviceable at either of those positions. More first base would be a spot. If he goes to an AL team, he could DH, obviously. And it's kind of thing holding him from going to the Marlins right now. Or at least that's what they're saying. We shall see how that actually turns out. But I would not be surprised if he ends up on the Marlins before the end of the season. I thought the Tampa Bay would be a good one. But I was really thinking whoever the Yankees play last this season would be a hilarious place to go to. Just to see him knock them out of the playoffs. But that's the Orioles, and they don't need him.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired.
They have their first base, third base, DH all covered.
Leading off the inning, Troy Tulowitzki. And they'll need to get something going here.
Your attention, please. Now
Coming in
pitching.
now in the ninth to try and finish this.
Francisco Rodriguez.
Ninth inning begins as the
Come
first
on,
pitch is
just
taken
one
for
run.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
I feel like Texas wouldn't take a shot on A-Rod.
And it's even at 2-2. On the ground to the left side.
Actually, their Prince Fielder leaving, or Prince Fielder being retired, actually kind of helps them. Because it clears up a lot of spots. A lot of, really opens the spot up for this first base / DH spot open for them. Now they can play Moreland there, Gallo there. They have a lot of options there.
Now at the plate, Michael Brantley. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
Oh, solid.
And he'll put this one away.
Excellent game.
The ball
Shutty.
is over. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching
That was a good
performance
one.
in this
That was a
one
real
by
good
the
game.
gentleman you see right here. Madison
Thank you guys for watching the stream tonight. Appreciate it very much. Again, don't forget, Wednesday night, twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. We'll be playing Out of the Park Baseball 17 over there, where I'm the community manager for Out of the Park Baseball. Thursday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursday night throwdown with ThatSportsGamer. We're going to be playing Madden 17 in the EA Access preview. Should be a whole lot of fun. Thank you guys all for watching. If you haven't already, please hit me up on Twitter @ThatSportsGamer. Follow the channel. I'd appreciate that. Like the YouTube channel where this will be going up via the archive function of Twitch. Hopefully tomorrow I'll have the whole episode up, and then I'll cut it up into pieces over the next couple days. Also hit me up on Instagram. I've been posting some pictures over there, instagram.com/ThatSportsGamer. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. If I don't see you before next week, next week we'll be talking about the NL East and MLB The Show and some other nice topics. And I look forward to talking to you guys again real soon. We'll see you again sometime soon. I don't know what I'm saying. Definitely hit me up on Twitter @ThatSportsGamer. And I'll look forward to hearing from you guys. Take it easy, folks.